Today will be different. It'll be different. It'll be different today. I swear. Hurry. Never had the chance to sit down and watch this move. Never had the chance to really watch you. So many people see you as the island's saving grace. And to that you are, but you're also equally and still. So much energy in one place. Seemingly stable. You're truly an enigma, but a welcome one. Welcome one indeed.
Morning.
Good morning.
Shay, right? That's your name?
My name is She.
I see. Um, Knight, aren't you? I think you're a knight.
I am a part of the Red Bull Guard, if that's what you mean.
Oh,
I am
mainly
no
meant
knight.
Tempest's whole thing.
No, I'm not a part of the Tempest Knights.
I see. I'm surprised they haven't really asked you about it. Like you've been around them longer than I have.
Have I?
I assume so.
I usually hang out with mine. Usually mine are with his. There's some that can be the confusion there.
I see.
I attended the princes, Jal and Gwydion.
I see. And who is that?
There's been newcomers to Aether recently.
Yeah. Seems like a lot more than usual.
Yes, it seems
Like it's a scary amount.
with the beginning of Aether being able to reconstitute itself and gathering more magic, it seems its anchoring effect is pulling more people in.
Hmm.
Welcome and
Hey, you
greetings.
okay? You seem lost.
Excuse me, where exactly are we? What year is it?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah. And this place is kind of hard to tell.
Technically, it's timeless. It's not on the Materium.
Wait, I'm guessing you just came through the Nexus?
The what?
The portal thing back there.
You mean the black hole thing?
Yes, I guess. Did you just come do that, or did you come here another way?
I was sitting in the kitchen drinking my, you call it coffee, and how should I say it? The rug was pulled under me, and I don't know where in God's name I am.
It's one of these ones. Okay.
Well, you're similar to a few other of our friends. This is Aether. I guess the best way to put it is places connected to all places.
You seem to be speaking common. What is the most typical language around here?
Normally common. So, do you speak any other dialect besides common?
I do speak Germanic.
Interesting. You're actually the first I've met that can do that. What about you, Shay?
I can understand most languages and comprehend them. But I mainly use English.
All right.
Common.
English?
Yeah, sub category of common.
Anglos.
Yes, Inglos in the more dialect term.
Ah, okay.
So, what's your name?
Leonidas.
Leonidas? Leonidas.
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 Perfect. That's exactly how it is.
Vander.
Vanda. Okay.
Yeah.
I presume elves are not hunted here or anything?
Hasn't happened so far. Seem to be doing okay.
All right.
Oh. I see.
Where come from if you have gray skin and pointy ears, you're put in a very bad place.
Ah,
I see.
I see.
So I guess on that mean you both have a certain kinship.
I suppose.
Well, I guess I can give you the lay of the land for now so you can know where things are if you need any help.
Alright, show me to the tavern, please. I'd love to have a beer with you.
And if you don't mind me following, I happen to know most of the intricate history of this place if you have any questions.
Sure.
Okay. Where do you acquire potion supplies?
That would be the Healer's Guild, which I can show you onto the way to the tavern because it is right next door. If you wish to
And the
leave it.
potential thieves guild?
Same place, actually.
What?
And a secondary
Healers and
alchemy
thieves at the same
station.
place?
Oh, Thieves Guild.
Oh, thieves. We don't
that's
have
mainly the
those.
Rangers Guild.
The Rangers Guild.
It's close enough.
Close enough.
You,
Oh, don't
you do
open
not
safe
have
though.
criminals here? You don't have underground markets?
Not really an underground market. The Thieves Guild isn't too much of a Thieves Guild, but it's the closest to a Thieves Guild that you can get.
I suppose.
I think they'd have better luck in Redwall. But unfortunately, that's closed though today.
Yeah.
No due respect
even
to
Redwall doesn't have a Thieves Guild.
that we know of. Which means it's working.
That we know of.
But either way,
This
this
place
is
also oddly
I mean,
cheery.
fair
Like in those fairy tales. Very light, very blooming. Everything green.
Oh, you haven't seen the
No
half.
spectrum
Yeah, for
of
now.
magical dust, no radiation. Interesting.
Oh, he knows about that. That's interesting.
About what?
Usually talks of magic radiation gets you thrown into the tower of purgation. Rare subject to talk about. And best to keep that to
Kind of
yourself.
knowledge escapes me.
I'm just saying, where I come from, people use them to intimidate countries and along those lines.
Well, I think we should start off with Rangers Guild and just work our way around, I guess.
I'm just Apollo, that's all. I have nothing better to do.
I would like to think you're more than just that.
A lot of people are surprised.
Yes, usually, at the beginning of a day like this, there's not much going on. But
Good day to you, Duskray.
things can get a bit hectic very quickly.
Good day.
Right, this is an alchemist shop. To our right. Alchemist shop to your right.
This?
Yes.
This? Or...
This building here.
Which one? This one?
Yes. It has a sign over the door. Makes it easier to discern.
Yes. Thing is, no one's normally in there. It's always empty.
Norman's been
I'm
rather
guessing
busy
there are
with things.
no... Okay, I'm gonna ask real quick before this comes up. What are illegal substances here? Just for the sake of potion brewing, so I don't accidentally do something not okay with the local authorities.
What do you
Just
have?
throw anything at anyone.
Because I have an easy list I can go off
There's
of my
some
head.
Certain dust in that could be used for very explosive something.
Oh, you
Green
have.
in nature and glowing.
Oh. I don't know about that. I know we have black powder.
He should be okay as long as he's not, like, setting someone on fire or exploding
Yes, as
someone.
long as he's not outwardly hostile,
It's
that
the
we're
use
pretty
of it.
lax here about substances. Well, except for Evil the Wizard beaten by undeclared Califax, that's banned.
That's banned, but Rift literally sold someone dried mummy weed, apparently, that was wrapped in mummy wrappings, and apparently is strong enough to put a vampire on its ass.
Well, he's the drug dealer.
Cannibalism. You're eating mummies and smoking them.
I don't know how he got it. I'm not going to question it at all. But
I
you should be fine
don't
as long as you're
think
not, using it for ill intent.
Okay, noted.
Yes, you should be all right. See what else we have. Yep. So this is the Rangers Guild.
Doesn't really look like a thieves guild. Looks more like a decrepit house with hunters, maybe, but not rangers.
Yeah. Like I said, we're kinda like that. Not too much.
Now that looks more like a thieves guild.
Oh, because of the papers everywhere. Yeah, you can thank Scoops because of that.
Here's a
Except today, a lot of
question,
people
I
really
suppose.
don't come in.
Pardon?
Here's a question, I suppose. What specifically are you looking for in a thieves guild? Did you ask for it? Are you looking for mainly information or something else?
Information, contacts, potential places to gather certain substances.
Oh, okay. Then I can help
Like
you
say
with
a
that,
Thieves
actually.
Guild, like you say, works a bit underneath a lot of things. If you get me.
I believe I actually know the place he wants to go, which can be at the end.
All right.
Ironically enough.
And please, I'm just saying this outright because it happened too many times. I'm not a vampire. People keep bringing up some random dude with red eyes. I'm not related to him. I don't know why people keep bringing it up. And I'm not British.
I see.
Very well.
For me, you're fine. Mainly because of these.
Mentioning it barely because I do tend to get compared to that person a lot just because we share a similar hairstyle.
I see.
If anything, I thought you were someone else from a distance because of the coat.
I am from a, but let's just say, interesting place, maybe for you. But I don't have much relation to it.
This is just mainly where we have our meetings at, discussing certain things over there. We just plan on a few places of interest that we might want to look at.
Knock that one over.
Mm-hmm.
The Maid
Apparently
of Wood.
Scoops isn't here. Yeah, but he said he's gonna push his fingers for it, and then it's gonna show a map. Interesting table, though. So, you can look around certain areas from here.
It looks fairly childish. I'm used to more different figurines for battle strategies, but
Well, you can take that with Scoops. He's the one that picked it. Scoops is the one that runs the Rangers Guild. Don't think he's in at the moment, but if he does show up, I'll be sure to introduce you to him.
I'm supposedly going to get used to these strange names people have here.
Yeah, a lot of people here do have odd names.
Okay.
It's dependent.
I guess that in a way makes us all the same.
Okay.
I just say it's dependent on whether the name's weird or not. It's a theatric thing, that's all. Ignore me.
Shay.
She.
Leonidas Vander.
Yes. Similar names to actual names. It's a pleasure.
I just, what was his name? Scoops?
Yeah.
That sounds like a dish.
I thought it was a
He's
pun at first.
hobgoblin. He's a hobgoblin. You know, goblins have strange names sometimes. There's someone here who's a goblin whose name
Wait,
is
you still
literally
have
just
goblins?
bread.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Where I come from, they were genocided back like 100 years ago.
Oh,
Oh. Alright. We have a decent handful here.
I see a lot more live species in general seem to be more local here. I saw some pink dragon thing running around.
Oh, yeah. A lot of our, I guess more mixed breed folk hang out at the Seekers Guild across the way. They mainly search for magical artifacts and lost figures, as well as a few other things. They're always open, and if you, I guess, want to dabble in that, you also can join that guild.
I'd be more looking into potentially extending my business from back home if I do get to go back home, which is the machinations and crafting of potions and oceans.
I see. Well, if the ley line is still there and it's connected here, you may be able to get back home. We just have to see if it's still, connected is all.
Very well.
it'd be easier if there was a nexus point.
Sleep. That's about it.
You're throwing a lot of words at me that I have no clue what they mean.
Portal may be still connected to your world. If it's not connected, then you can't go back. If it is, then you can go back.
I have a feeling like it probably isn't connected, otherwise you would have an army of people standing at your front door.
Maybe, but it's almost like you would have to know about here to come here.
Usually there's a runic combination that you would input. So you are one of the unique cases.
One mistake can be dangerous, especially against who we are fighting with. He's not here yet, but I'm pretty sure he
Yes.
knows where I am.
This is the Seekers Guild.
I thought this was the alchemy store where you can buy potions. Earlier, or was it this building?
It's the
Now
smaller
I'm
one.
confused.
Afterlife.
If you want to
Now I'm
look
even
real,
more disappointed.
if you want to look real quickly, there's a slide. Makes it easier.
Okay, let's just see what's in there. If there's even something I can work with.
It's Unification Apothecary. It's locked because Norn isn't present, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
It is technically his
Let me
house.
just take a peek.
It's a home-ran business.
Yeah, if Julian was here, I'm pretty sure he can point you towards more people who do alchemy. He is one who's also well connected. There's a few people here I would like to introduce you to, but they are also not here.
Okay, I should say the equipment looks fairly novice in design. There's no distillers, no nothing.
I see. I'm not one for alchemy, so I don't really know the quality of alchemy goods.
If
So
the
just
forest
trust
in
your judgment on
Redwall
that.
was not as dangerous, I would have wanted to bring him there if he's looking for unique equipment. The mage trials have the advanced stuff.
More like just proper alchemy supplies. That was just a bunch of morsels and jars full with different stuff. There was no real alchemy supplies in there. At least with that is what people call alchemy. I need to teach a lot of people what it means.
Right. Norn usually practices in runic alchemy, if I'm correct. It's a transmutation table.
Let's see.
I'm guessing that's a barber shop.
Yep.
We do have to
Still
settle.
about that place.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen the owner here for a good while.
Yeah, they've been missing. I don't even think I've met them before.
I think they were a goblin. They gave really good haircuts, though.
I see. Yes, a lot of the people who are, I guess, so-called leaders aren't here today. They normally show up here during another Monday. That's normally when everybody's here.
That's the time I'm asleep. Why is everyone important only awake on those days?
I believe it's let's say the main event day. If that makes any sense.
Well then, this
That doesn't make it much better.
This one would be perfect for you.
Sorry about that. Well, this is one of the places I work. Welcome to the Ruin Road.
What are you staring at?
Is this a winery?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
That it is. What the hell?
I think that's
Sure,
more
that's the
vocal. I don't
quality
think
of it
people
is
are getting
extremely high.
visible gestures.
Hello.
Hey.
Either that or it's the brain damage. He's dying.
Oh, he's having an episode.
Sorry, you just look
He's
very
ha-
familiar.
Oh no. Oh, he's having Nathan. I think he's having stroke. Go get a healer or something, Kyle.
Let's see. Well,
Quick, heal him with your fist.
Jesus.
Oh, it's empty.
How's your day going?
Caught.
I'm doing fine.
Just punch him. Anyways.
I'm doing good.
I'm a pacifist. I don't pacifist.
Unusual
I-
situation with some
Exactly, yeah,
non-protection.
pacifist. You passed a
Someone in
fist.
the facility, but other than that, things
No,
are
but
fine.
that's violence.
Wait, you had someone without a shirt spying on the facility.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're the
Wait,
most
Kyle.
questionable
No,
person.
Where is he now?
Do you have
Kyle,
plans here?
I
or-
found a loophole to pacifism.
Over there. Don't worry, that is best within the
You're not
family.
harming others, you hurt yourself. As in, physically. Wait, that
one also
sounds better in my
works
head.
here.
Oh,
He means well. He's not a bad guy. Also, this is
I really can't word that better.
Leonidas. This is his first day here.
You've got 5 seconds to work.
welcome.
Oh my god, it's your first day here.
No, there's no way without
Oh, I see.
context.
You are?
The stalker.
Deserved.
This is Stalker? I'll go get him.
It's not the first, it's not gonna be the
A
last.
very confused individual.
Oh no, because the
I'll
secret
do it
members
again.
killed each other.
What happened to you?
Fuck do you mean what happened to me?
Exactly.
The same thing that happened to you.
You'll do it again.
I had to stay behind with Tempest.
Anyways, ever heard the term
I
shoot
see.
yourself in the foot?
I just
Mr. Mayor, be careful, there's some
you
stalkers.
should shit yourself in the foot.
Yeah, I thought you said shit.
Yeah, I need to bathe.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna go change some clothes.
I've been.
Alright, I'll see you
It's
in a
been a
moment.
long day.
Okay.
Anyways, welcome to
The day just started.
Aether.
Hey, champ.
Hi.
For you.
Hi.
His name is Champ.
I know how you feel.
Oh.
I haven't slept yet.
Motherfucker. He is.
Oh, my
As if
God.
we needed to guess.
been one day.
Okay, one sec. We've
No,
gone,
technically it has.
So, anyways,
That's right.
that thing I threatened you with at Silver's, I'm gonna do that now.
Oh my god, where's
What
that
you
thing
threatening me
coming
with?
from?
I believe they call it muscle
You'll
magic.
find out.
Well, I was asking to spar Nathan so
I'd
I
say
could
it's
stay
from the
awake
window
longer.
over there, but sure.
That's good. What do you mean?
You
It
want
comes
to
from the
fight
sun.
someone to stay awake.
Never a point there.
Why do you want to stay awake?
Not really, no.
We're checking if I'm gonna be able
Also, I can't believe there's someone stalking people and peeking through the windows. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Where is he? I wonder where he is now.
I wonder, I haven't seen him yet. I'll catch him down.
Let me know once you do.
Maybe you should look through all the windows to see if you can find them.
That's
Why
true, I
would you
should
go
do
look
that.
in the mirror?
I just had a terrible idea.
What's the mirror?
Roughly,
How do you insult doors properly? I
Is
don't
she-
know how to.
Definitely.
I can't say it anywhere on this show, but it's something I have a
Let's see. It's good to meet you.
Yes, quite. Never.
I haven't given you my name yet, don't worry. My name's Kaneki.
Yeah, don't call the town blacksmith a man that
Vander.
fuck you up.
Nice to meet you,
It's a
Ben.
pleasure.
I don't care.
What are the
Nice to meet you, Kaneki.
chucking potions at people in this place?
Yeah, and I haven't seen
That's what he was doing earlier.
the bullet.
Do you know
One more
what
time?
happens if you lose
Never
Kyle?
fought the hammer.
He said nice to meet you.
He's right
Not
there.
exactly the most experienced in this since
Oh,
I've only been here for like a week.
Don't hurt yourself,
okay?
Jeff, no?
He might break my arm, but if he shoots at me, I could.
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure any kind of attack is unable to happen.
Oh,
I don't know.
he might be okay.
Excuse me.
Of course.
Yeah, there he is.
That's true. Excuse me. That's true. Any kind of violence is not allowed. Look. No.
I think he went back to the Nexus.
It's an effective way of traveling fast.
Yeah, that's also a thing here when it comes to
Leonidas.
What? I mean, he asked.
Mhm.
You know, he did beat the
Well,
shit
I
out
guess
of me
now
on the
we
ground.
take you down this way so you can
I wouldn't be surprised.
see the rest of the locations.
After you.
Beautiful location.
You're right, you can spar with Adrian.
Mhm.
Once you're done, feel free to relax with some wine after.
Yes, Kaneki.
Why did you wait outside?
I'm not allowed in.
You're not allowed in?
No.
Well, why not?
I see someone
Orders.
cannot hold the liquor.
Hmm?
Orders.
Orders.
Wait, what?
Orders.
Orders.
The court's in my
That's all.
Orders from who?
My father.
He said you're not allowed in the winery because orders. And what might those orders be?
Unfortunately, that's not for you to understand. If I may be polite and decline to
Someone
further
can
this.
clearly not hold the liquor. Easy as that.
That is true, though.
Could be.
I only had alcohol once.
Hey,
and I
you
was
too.
instantly drunk.
How's your day going so far?
Oh, I was doing a stare down with chat, but
Oh, okay, I see. You can stare at that champ. Oh.
Or?
You, you're having a stare. Okay.
Who's having what?
How's your a staring competition? Oh, I'm showing Leonidas around. He's there.
Excuse me?
Leonidas?
Okay, thank you. I just heard something that I think I misheard.
I'm showing
How
him
did we
around.
mishear that?
Don't worry, I hear people talking over here, and I'm having problems because I'm deaf on one of my ears since a gasket blew next to one of my ears during one of the wars I partook in.
They'll make you deaf
Fair
at one
enough.
ear, so balances each other out.
What?
I told him, should I make you deaf on the other ear so it balances each other out?
No.
Jump,
I don't think that's how that
is how
works.
that works.
I think they would just end up fully deaf at that point, champ.
That's not true. Okay. Question to me this. If I cut your leg off, where are you gonna feel the pain?
I definitely did.
Do you understand how pain works, Jump?
Kyle, come here. Come here, Kyle.
Understood. So you have a nervous system which also has pain receptors in it, which goes all the
system
way
is
to your
nervous?
brain.
I don't feel nervous unless I'm around women.
Anyway, when something happens, for example, you get stabbed, the pain receptors pick that up and send that information to your brain, which
point it out,
triggers
don't
a
point it out,
pain
let's get
response, which makes you do
Okay.
the whole "ow, that hurts" thing.
I do not think he was
Focus
Oh, yeah?
system is very useful.
Oh yeah? If you're so smart, tell me, does this hurt?
And he's gone.
It scared me. It scared me so much. Ugh.
Anyway, you wanted to show me, I think, the tavern.
The tavern. And,
Oh yeah. Well, at first you need to
a
meet these
lot
two.
of people
Introduce
forget
yourself
it's
properly
a
to him, and he's back.
fast way of getting around.
Understood.
Okay.
Because
Did it hurt?
Meet
You
the
didn't
one in
get me.
charge and I believe second in command of
See, you
the
didn't
Monster
hurt.
Hunters Guild.
See, I'm winning. I was right.
Ah, okay.
You win some, you lose some, I guess.
What monsters do you hunt?
All kinds.
Such
and to say
as?
the size, things about the size of the building. Things such as, well, what we refer to as, let's see, what kind of creatures can we talk about? There's the Kulikul.
Tabakadachi, Kulakul,
Go ahead. The barrier.
Cinnabar.
A very
I understand the
resume,
creatures
seems.
are not from what I'm familiar with, which I understand.
But we can also hunt things like chimeras or manticores if it needs be.
Yeah, that too.
I was more thinking of potential... well, whatever. My world stuff. Doesn't matter.
It's fine. It's still a chance we've heard of it.
Well, I'm not from that island. I know.
I don't know.
I
It's
think
like
the
you feel
best way to
smaller.
this...
I've not
second.
gotten any smaller.
Is it because you're comparing them to me?
No, it's just I don't know. You seemed taller before.
Nope, I have been always this size.
I see.
You're all just freakishly tall. I'm 5'10". I would like to let you know.
I'm not freakishly tall.
I'm
You
5'10".
are, actually.
You are so tall.
I believe I'm around 6 feet.
I thought I
That's
was.
not
I
average.
thought I was alright.
I think you're above 6 feet, actually.
Maybe by a few inches.
Also, you're wearing heels.
Yes, I am wearing heels.
You're also wearing heels, yeah. So you're probably actually shorter than... Actually, you're a constructor. Are your shoes part of you?
No, I could take these off if I wanted. I was given that much.
Oh, okay, so you are
Though it doesn't help that I am a majority of leg.
What? Oh.
You are the majority leg.
Going past that,
I
though.
see. Oh yeah. Tavern.
It's fine.
I'll see you two around, okay?
It is a pleasure to meet you, mate. Well, are we doing the refer to this one?
It's always smart to say refer to
Okay.
anyone.
You may refer to me as Alice Airmed. There we go.
You don't have to say so. You may refer to me as Archers.
I humbly would like to introduce myself as Leonidas Höhlensprung.
And you may want to remind them that Fae are a thing here.
That they are. Do they have Fae where you're from?
I do not know what Fae are, or what it means. Maybe it's a different term.
Yeah, you might want to teach them that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long conversation.
So, well, you can do this short and sweet. No sorry, no thank you, and no giving your name to anyone. You can say,
You give me your name.
may refer to me.
Or the
Yeah,
full
but
name.
So, the thing with Fae is, you normally, at least here, want to introduce yourself as, you may refer to me as, and then say your name. If you want to be extra careful, you can say a nickname, or something you come up with on the spot. Fae can take your name if you give them your name. Like, may I have your name, and then you tell them your name. You've just given your name to a Fae.
Fae enjoy wordplay.
That is
I'm not a
oddly
Fae.
specific. Could have
They
been.
are...
I could, yes, I could have been, but I'm not.
No, Vanda's definitely Fae.
I am not Fae. How do I
Last time I
prove that
looked
I'm
at
not,
him-
actually? No.
You lie.
Don't.
Wait,
About what?
Fae not lie? Oh, okay.
He
No,
said,
this
how
is
can I prove I'm
getting-
not a Fae, and you just lie.
This is getting confusing.
my head's blue.
How about we get into the tavern and we get a beer and just talk about this?
Oh yeah, you probably should.
I could give a more simpler
No,
explanation.
you're fine.
I just need the time to think it out.
I think that was a pretty good one.
I'm scared of women. I think you're the mayor, and your training routine sucks.
Well,
Well, I have to pick the lie, right?
The first thing I heard was that.
Yeah, there's only one lie.
Okay, I believe you're scared of women. I believe you think I'm the mayor. And you think that my training regimen is great. So that's the lie.
That's true. I mean, how did you get bears this big like one day?
Yeah. I hate you. With a burning passion.
You had small ears before.
Alright, my turn. My turn. My name is Lucas. I'm a groundskeeper. I'm also the mayor.
Oh my gosh, you hear that? He said he's the mayor.
Yeah, but we're playing the game 2 truths and 1 lie, you fucking idiot. So figure out which one's the lie.
Don't call him stupid.
I know what's no, don't worry. I know what's a lie. The idiot part, because I'm not an idiot. I'm gonna go smartest champion.
Don't worry, look, I was trying to explain pain to them earlier and how it functions.
Luke, you can't correct me on that, because I slapped your face and you said you didn't feel pain.
You didn't even touch me.
How do women make you
I don't
feel?
remember
Like, how
that.
do you get scared of them? It's like women everywhere.
Women
Like,
are
how does that
right
work?
here.
Yeah. You just get sweaty and clammy?
I suppose that's the tavern.
Okay.
I guess he gets really nervous.
Oh god. Come on, come on, man. Not on the floor.
This is your doing, so you'll have to take care of that. Let's
Come on. Don't worry, I have an
does it
idea.
work as if I walk away? Does he just come back?
No, it's a trick, it's a trick. I ball up and they think I'm dead and then they...
I'm just gonna drop the stone.
Ah, yes, drugs.
Okay, Leonidas, that's enough. It's alright.
He should be out for a few minutes. That was just a little bit of a sleeping potion.
Oh.
Oh, you... okay. You try not to do that too often.
Drugging people is not recommended.
Yeah.
No, it's just because he's not shutting up that will give us at least enough time to go over into that building.
You know what, I like how you think.
Smart. Let's continue.
Let's go before he wakes up.
Yeah, get going before they wake up.
Go. I'm sorry, champ. I love you.
What happened?
Don't worry about it.
Something I need to tell.
I'll see if I have some smelling salts that can rouse him.
The last time in Redwall,
Oh, it's usually open.
More private for our conversation we can.
Yeah, I just seeing if the place is open or not.
The top's open at least, and the back door.
Where did Vander go?
Yeah. Just in case I think we should go somewhere else for now.
Well.
Alright.
The curse starts eating.
They're scary.
I think blacksmith shop. I'll see if a few crafters actually hang out here as well.
I can
Just
get
so
orders
them
from
and the doors get along. And they have a lot in common.
Do you mind if I scan the area?
People mistake me for a boy. I bet you
Sure, why not?
That's a unique way of
Also
saying that.
Anything.
When I want it to work, it doesn't work. Exactly. When I don't want it to work, no one thinks I'm a woman.
Understood.
If you're looking for like magical items, there's a couple in there, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. It seems
If there's
the,
any life magic, so if I don't get too
my
close to
asthma's reached Aether again.
What is happening over there?
It's been something that's been around a few times. I think it's finally gone hostile. But it's also harmless, so it doesn't really activate the defenses. I think it's a side quest.
I see.
Also, we have the
I
golem,
can
so...
introduce you to the,
Oh, God.
Here. He just mage hands like a massive steak, and like a lamb and offers it to you.
This is the courtyard to the magistrate's tower.
And who is the magistrate, specifically?
I don't want to give the answer because I might be wrong. I don't currently know at this time.
Yeah.
Last I checked, it was sulfur, but I could be wrong.
Guys, what the fuck is going on? Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Right, yes.
Yeah, so the one that's being picked up right there is the leader of the Mercenaries Guild.
Alright. Mercenaries Guild?
Yes, that is also a thing. They mainly hang out in Redwall. I would introduce you, but it seems like they're having a thing at the moment.
If that is how the leader of the Mercenaries Guild holds himself, I would rather not get acquainted.
This is an off day. This is an off day.
Yeah.
Understood.
He's fine, don't worry. Well, we can continue the tour, I guess.
But one more history lesson. That golem there is one of the last remaining, I believe, golems of Aether. The rest have been decommissioned.
To be honest, I don't know much about that one.
Yes, that one was originally the one that watches the Nexus when people walk in originally. It's been deactivated for a long time, but with the Aether coming back up and healing, it's been repowered. You cannot fight it.
I see.
Gotcha.
Yes, let's not do that.
Yes.
Anything else here that we have to...
Actually, instead of doing that, hold on, give me a moment.
We have the Merchant Corridor. And the Healers Guild.
Yeah.
He told me to get rid of it. He said it talks, but you know. Could you please try to explain to me what this means?
Consider.
What do you mean by that?
Just consider it. It's philosophy.
I mean, you've seen me nearly fizzle out.
Do you consider the haunts?
The good news is,
what is a haunts?
Take the advice of others.
A haunts is a haunts.
Well, that was fun.
And not a horse.
Oh, they're still back there. Okay.
That is not making much sense, but I suppose.
Oh, well, I also know that I can't be strong enough to fight every battle.
So Leonidas?
Arrow Steelson, Knight Errant to the Emerald Dawn. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, so I'm just showing around, getting the lay of the land and everything is all.
Of course. It's a nice spot here. A bit chaotic at times, but you get used to it. And most of the folk here, in fact all the folk here, are nice in their own way.
I understand, but I hope nobody will put me into jail for constantly putting sleeping potions into that one if he annoys me more than he does already.
Don't worry about it. A lot happened.
It's not like I killed half a dozen trees because there used to not be healers around.
Now they're killing trees.
Oh right, yeah. A lot of trees came alive at one point.
Okay.
They were all evil. We were lucky to get came in after that.
You know, I've seen giant radiation bombs and stuff like that, but I've never heard of an alive tree. That's ironic, you know?
We're gonna deal with this curse, and we're gonna make it your bitch.
That's the market stuff.
Looks like something happened. Well, might as well introduce you to these lava over here.
Have a good tour. Take care.
Alright, see you
very
later.
And once again, sir, a reminder to be a little hush-hush about that topic.
Understood. It's just, I need to dispose of these then somewhere.
I see. That's what you have.
If they're not allowed here.
Best to do that at your earliest convenience.
But that's it. Yeah.
He should be fine. Like as long as he's not sparking it up and blowing things up, he should be okay.
I need to double check on that because I had a similar situation, but that can be for a later date.
We'll see. That is that's Tempest's building. I believe a few Tempest Knights congregate there.
Tempest Knight means what?
That means a few things. That they mainly protect and look at their place called Rove, as well as certain people in certain areas. They also, I believe, end certain wars that have been going on for a very long time. What else? And you are also tasked to look after a certain ancient artifact that is carried by Tempest.
That sounds like a children's cartoon.
You know, I've never understood.
Maybe, but it is indeed real.
Is so far away from the training ground.
Well, I understand it. Just this sounds a bit familiar. Just I remember that of a kid's book with a blue hedgehog and some red thing.
I see. Well,
What the fuck?
this is the marketplace, so normally if you want to sell things, you can take up stock here.
Anywhere or just available stalls?
The available stalls, you can pull one
that
stall.
best suits you.
Some merchants have their own mobile
Don't
stalls.
you need a merchant's license?
That's my check, no.
We don't have a guild, so no, there's no higher authority you need to report to.
So technically, what you're saying is, without telling anyone, I could make little things into small vials and sell them here, people not knowing what they do.
Yes.
I mean, you can explain what they do, and if you choose to tell them otherwise and, deceive them, that's kind of on you as well. What happens?
I mean, the thing I just talked about, that would be a great way to dispose of that. In a fashion where it would be,
Oh. Hey.
Did you rest well?
You okay?
A little bit, I suppose.
So what seems to be the problem?
Sorry, I was late. I was getting my armor cleaned. Hello.
Hello there.
Hey, Luca. And bye, Luca.
Many people are just...
Come here. Come here.
You're being collected.
Okay.
How was community service?
A new face. Greetings.
With 13, any minor injuries will, immediately be alleviated. Scramble.
He's got the art of the Heelys, it seems.
Be new to this town. What is this place called?
You're yelling. Talk over your head.
I'm telling you my name, because you weren't here when I said it.
And then go to default. And if you want to make sure it doesn't happen, uncheck right controller down. So I want to test you. This is Aether. You're fine. You want to enter that? I only stay in the red wall, really.
Right, welcome to Aether Isle.
Oh, hello, Miss Ultras.
As Elise.
The floating island in the sky.
I'll also be
Ultras.
right back real quick.
Is his name just the champ, or is that like a title?
What do you mean?
No, I
That's my
think
name. My
he's-
name's Champ.
Yeah.
So, it's just a name, not a title.
Champ.
I used to have a different name.
Well, I guess a new town, new contracts, new jobs. Quite interesting land.
Yes, it is.
I've not seen one like this before. To be frank, I don't know how I even got here. I don't think I belong here. But if I'm here, I will make best of what I have.
A good way to think about it.
I guess I will find work for a man of my skills.
That I can actually help you with if you're willing to follow me. I know a mercenary leader here.
I like to work. The one person before, the taller lady, seemed to be kind.
That's
She would be a
more...
good person to have in a group to work with.
Unfortunately, she's a leader of a guild already, and more for hunting monsters.
That sounds interesting.
Hmm.
Like wild boar? Or are we talking something different?
Monstrosities you might have read in a children's book. As those are very much real here.
That'd be an interesting take.
There's options, but I'll lead you to the more mundane one for now. I will return eventually when Bander finds you. He should be
I wish
this
to
one.
speak to this guildmaster, and then I wish to speak with this lady that is the guildmaster for hunting monsters.
Hmm. Last I saw, they were over here, but they could have moved.
That it can't be.
If we can't find them in reasonable time, I'll give a description.
So, I suppose, with how you feel and where you stand,
Do you have a name, sir?
what is it that you want to achieve here in the Tempest? Just call me Sir Russell. Russell will work fine, or Russ.
Very well, Sir Russell.
Just call me Russell. There ain't no need for formalities in a world that is not yet I'm familiar with. No need for formalities.
Simply going to go to one of the watchtowers to see if he's in the arena. Because usually he's training. And apologies for my lack of speed, I am working with a prosthetic.
You are fine, ma'am. I'm in no rush. Again, I am figuring out this new place. In due time, things will happen.
Right.
My training pit.
I think he's amongst the crowd, though I can't be sure. Right, yes, he is down there.
Hi, Rift. Do you want a friend?
What is the good sir's name?
His name is Garrick, though he doesn't like to be called sir. He dislikes the formalities. If you wish, we can take the quick way out, or you can walk all the way around.
I don't mind taking a jump down. Won't hurt my legs.
And I can usually just cast Featherfall.
Plate mail.
Though if you wish to top it out, you may.
I should be fine. I should be okay. I'll just take a little stiffer landing. The highest thing I've jumped off in my life.
Right.
Yes, there is eggplant and grapes.
What if I turned you into soup?
That might actually be better. If you turn it into soup, I'll trust.
Very good at carrying a cart.
Good day to you.
Literally carries the cart. A ship?
May the flaming bull be kindly.
Of course, sir.
Bird.
That does not look like a bird.
Bird? A fae.
A lot of those lately.
Garrick, if you have a moment.
I hate them.
I'm afraid my eyes I have plenty.
I found someone looking for work and may be interested in your guild.
Well, bring them over here.
coming in the
I'll
sky?
talk over to him.
Oh, that's
Oh, unless that's them right there.
exploring
Yes.
a new land, looking for opportunities and jobs. Heard that you're one of the guild masters, if they've stated correctly. And I may be
Damn.
just looking for interest of what jobs and opportunities that you might have.
End up in an accident.
Ha. Man, fuck am I, chopped liver?
The best way.
I'm gonna go over and
Well, I've
see
done
how
my job.
Sylvia's doing
Do
things.
things around here is by asking people a question. But you see,
Say if you turn into soup, I will eat it. That's okay. We'll just warp the bowl. Or just warp it into a bowl. It's fine.
The plate of soup. The plates are for the spaghetti.
Yeah, just ask her what I did for her the first time we were on a mission.
I dare to imagine. You do look like the heroic type. Person to jump in to save anybody.
Still waiting for Vander.
One story's high.
Yeah, still waiting.
If you wish, I can continue the tour on instead, unless you'd prefer him.
It would be just simply rude to just not wait for him.
I just feel like this might take more time than you think. But if you wish to wait, it's up to you.
I have no clue how long time passes here and how much time it takes. Ugh.
There is a unique ratio, to say the least. Aether, in a sense, is timeless.
This place has to be depressing. If there's no time passing, it's almost worse than back home.
In a sense, there is time, but there's not exactly a set date.
I understand that concept. It's just more like, is there even nighttime? Is it always this sunny, bright light?
Yes, we do occasionally thin out the bubble to get in the astral sea.
I suppose it's more like
there are stars.
It's too bright all the time.
It does
no
dim
stars to gaze upon.
later into the day, so you don't have to worry about that.
The best thing I can say is she's gonna want it. Tempest
Good to know.
picked you, right? When it comes to me hiring, Tempest gave me instructions to hire people my own. And the way I want to do it, I want to be approached. I want people to want me. I don't want to have to feel like I'm scrounging for just more bodies to throw in the war. I want people to be a part of this family because they want to. Because they want to help the world. Serve in a war that perhaps they know nothing about. Just because perhaps there's a glimpse of hope in it.
To me,
It's a lot
you
to ask
walked
people.
right in front of them.
But
You know what? I'm curious as well what you.
so let them know if they're interested. Should come find me when they're.
That's it. And that's actually a pretty good way to go about it. I like it.
Learned a thing or two.
Anything else you need to know?
No, not ready? Unless you have anything else?
Oh, how's the love search going?
Even if you are going back, maybe
Shut up. Don't talk to me about my love situation. I don't need no counseling, okay? This is not an AA session.
I am here to help you in this endeavor.
I don't need your help in finding a romantic significant other, okay? I can manage on my lonesome. See that man behind
Time to
you?
do
That man
Squanton
taught me
chaos and
everything
stuff.
I needed to know. He was the groundskeeper before me. His name was Ambrose. He was the best of us all. You know what he
Doesn't
taught
seem like
me?
a charmer.
No, he was. He was. He could sing.
Was he successful?
He was a poet. He kept to himself as well.
Can't be successful and keep to himself.
What do you mean, Sick? Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. If you want to, if you want that.
Self-love is very important, you know.
Yes, that it is. But to gather that type of attention and affection, you need to put yourself out there to gain such a thing. Being secluded and secluding yourself will only limit that possibility.
Listen here, it's the same as, you know.
I will quickly go disappear behind
I'm recruiting people for the Tempest
that
Knights.
house and be right back.
Very well.
You know what I mean?
If anyone is looking for me.
I can't seem desperate, because I'm not desperate.
It's that you don't have to seem desperate, just.
Yeah, but I was on that. You put it out. That's desperate. That's desperate behavior.
Desperate.
Can't do that. It is. That's sad. It's desperate.
No, just talk to someone.
Listen, do I sound like the type that can woo?
You can do it.
This is my wooing. Hey.
It's a start.
Is it good?
You're a handsome lad.
Thanks. I know. I'm beautiful.
Yes.
People keep referring to me as a girl when they look at me from behind, and then I turn around and I'm like, excuse me, and then they're like,
I'm guessing it's the hair.
you know, it's the hair, is it?
Make sure I get a
Oh.
You have a name, Mr.
No, I don't know what that was. But yeah,
May the entity's justice be done, I suppose.
when people saw me, they thought I was a girl for some reason. Didn't understand how, but some people also get mixed up with being a woman. Maybe it's an elf thing, because we are beautiful people.
Yeah, I mean, true. We look after ourselves. Complexion is everything. I
That
paid
it is.
20 silver just to condition my hair.
It takes me 2 hours to get my hair like this in general every morning.
Hey, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like,
Good day to you.
busy catering to myself to cater to someone else. You know what I mean?
Or maybe. I can call it the bachelor event of Luca.
What does that mean? What is this? No, I don't need you wingmanging me. Vandor.
It's gonna be fine. A lot of fun.
I see I had good timing.
I feel
Yes,
like
you
you're
did.
the wingman that I'll stand next to, and then they'll end up wanting to date you instead. It's like the I'm only talking to you to get to the friend kind of situation, which tends to happen
I'm
9 times out of 10.
I'm already
You're
dating
taken?
someone. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna break a lot of hearts doing this then, buddy.
I am? it's for you. How am I breaking hearts?
Yeah, I know, but you can't. Look, if you're gonna be my like, my partner in crime, like, you know, in the process, people are gonna see you, and then you're gonna be the guy that talks and says, "Hey, this is my friend Luca," and then they're gonna be interested in you, and then you're gonna break to them that you're taken, and then they're gonna be so upset that they're just gonna leave.
This is why you have to big talk the other person. You have to provide her information
No.
about them to make them seem great.
This is why we don't do this, because there are too many complications and too many factors at play here that we're not considering.
Have a good wingman. Have faith
I'm not saying you're not.
liability. Have faith in
saying
me.
you're not, but oh, I have faith. I'm not desperate though, Vander. You're like convincing me, but also stop convincing me. You're good at talking, but it's pissing me off. I don't need nobody, okay?
I'm good at talking?
Yes.
That's how you get. That's why I said it's not hard to do the wound part. You just talk.
You don't want. Look, listen. You don't want me to do that. Trust me. If we go woo somebody, it's not gonna go the way you think it is. It's gonna go terribly.
It's because you don't have any tact. You kind of just go straight for the fucking goal. You gotta,
Yeah.
You gotta take them down a bit, if that makes any sense.
Alright, show me then. Lead by example. You can't be my wingman and not show me how it's done.
Vander, a reminder that you were in the middle of a tour.
And I was in the middle of a tour. Whoa, okay.
What do you want, Chad?
How much is your room?
I'm so glad.
What? They're not for sale. They're not for sale.
How much is your broom board? How much is your broom board?
Stop, they're not for sale.
Oh,
Is it euphemism? Is it a euphemism?
Today I made 10 gold.
I never asked if it's for sale. I asked how much is it worth.
How much does it cost to make?
Oh,
I got a tour to complete. Give me 1 second.
Okay, go ahead. They're from the magistrate. So
No
I imagine like
promise.
10,000.
Okay, let's go. Sorry about that. Go. This guild, yes.
Yeah,
I am
they're not
so
for sale.
glad that people are
No, it's because I ate one. Partially.
You ate one of my brooms?
Teammates that went out yesterday. How are you faring, Vander?
Yes. A bit sore in places, but I'm okay. Also, I learned there was only 3 of you part of, like, Generation 3. That is abysmal. Man.
I think there might have been more. However,
From what Lucas said, that's all that's left of Generation 3.
I am among
So
them.
that's Luca, you, and the small one with the purple hood.
Oh, how are you doing?
Speaking of which,
You doing alright?
are you doing well, Luca?
Yeah.
Yes. It's the
My arm's
Heroes
a bit
Guild.
hard, but otherwise pretty good.
Do they have alchemical supplies?
So is mine. I
believe they do.
I can hardly hold my staff in my hands today, but I'm well. Otherwise
I'm
considered.
guessing these are spices, or?
Among other things. Also, Reese. You have I guess other alchemical supplies in the Heroes Guild, do you?
We offer a variety of healing supplies. Alchemical reagents among them.
Such as?
Why are you looking at me? What the fuck?
Wow, he's going to check. He's going to check.
What do you need?
I'd like to just simply learn about what you have in stock, because I am someone who is very intricate and likes to mess with potions and create lotions and potions and anything from healing to poison to anything, and I'd like to just know what you have in stock.
On top of the Tempest building.
We should have what you need.
Interesting. I know that one.
Like I said, he doesn't know where everything is, but they might have what you need in here.
Okay, let me ask like this. Is it more natural herbs, natural components, or do you also have alchemically created ones?
Yes and maybe.
The Alchemist Guild, or not the Alchemist building I saw earlier, didn't even have a distillery. Do you guys have a distillery?
Yes.
Did you turn around to look to see if it was there? You weren't here.
What are the hourly costs to potentially use the distillery to make some potions?
You're welcome to use it just whenever you like.
Who do I ask if the Healer's Guild is closed?
I'm usually around, if not here, in the Mages Guild dorm, or out on a mission with the Tempest Knights.
I'm more asking
Otherwise,
since...
Doctor who should be here.
Okay, basically just ask someone who's probably part of the Heroes Guild, could you use it?
Alright.
There we go. Also, you look different with your hair down like that.
That
can't
can't be
that long.
Yesterday.
Sorry, I didn't notice at all, like the sword fighting and bloodshed, you know, that whole thing.
Understandable.
You okay?
There was a lot going on that day.
That it was. Also, things seem to be going well, so I may end up along with you in this generation as well.
I look forward to it.
Could you please elaborate? I'm confused by the whole generation thing.
Tempest Knights normally go in generations. There's first, second, third, not a fourth yet, but only the three.
Alright, why is
Understood.
the Healers Guild closed?
Tempest Knights,
It was only for a moment.
the other ones I mentioned
You're
to you
welcome
before,
to go back in.
about like them protecting certain people and things, and mainly trying to put an end to certain wars.
Alright, understood.
I see.
I just need some sort of map or something of the place. I need to buy lay down some dried bone Megipis.
I actually don't know.
I do well in doctors.
Don't know much about this place though at all.
Look at the library.
Yeah,
This is actually just a resident building.
There's a tower.
Yep, basically.
Oh, this is a good idea to actually try out.
Magic circle, and this is how you.
Usually when people are forced here, they may acquire some unique traits. Sometimes they gain affinities. Something to always check. When there's time.
The thing is, yeah, we need a mage to properly evaluate him if we do such a thing.
Of course.
My question
So
is
you
more,
s-
do you really need that circle? Can people not just make their own magic circles?
Let's just say that one. It's better if you just stand in it and they do their thing.
I take the
I'm
gamble
pretty
to
sure you
save
can, but
soul.
it's just better. But can you make that? Yes, but can you make that?
Give me an hour.
Specifically, that's not a circle to cast spells, but to detect what affinity you are. I would assume since you make your own, you are soul. But I could be wrong.
So either or.
Either or. That's specifically just for detection.
And this place is I believe I cannot speak for some reason. I don't know why. But mainly, if you
It's
need
the
anything
humidity.
magical-wise, mainly books or learn about certain magic, you can head in here and pick out a certain thing. But you should have to join the Mages Guild before you do that. Or you can just ask and see if they give it
If
to you.
I borrow a book, would it be missed?
You gotta bring it back.
Well, yeah, I will bring it back, but like, it will take a while.
Oh. Okay.
That's one of the reasons you don't do that. So we have archmages watching it.
But that's not what I mean. I'm more referring to, like, if I can borrow it and bring it back.
There's
If
usually
no
a
one's
ledger
around
you write
and-
on. if it's
But
open.
then there's no issue.
Yeah, but just in case, I would say I just have someone who's part of the Mages Guild accompany you, or bring them with you. There's plenty around. You just have to see them.
There's more this way. And there's a specific point that I like to show. Nobody really goes there.
Intrigued. Let's see what we have here.
Alright, the farmland. I normally don't really see too many people exactly working on the farmland, but it's here.
Used to belong to Miss Natalie. If you remember her? A small
kinda
sea elf, I believe. Not sure though. They had coral-like antlers.
I see. Also, is the place you wanted to show him the cave?
Yes, the counterbalance.
Alright.
Do you mind the slow
Now we're
speed
going
though?
to the-
I'm working with a prosthetic.
No. I do not mind. If necessary, I can also carry you.
You cannot do that, I'm afraid.
He can't be that heavy.
I am around 600 pounds, sir.
600 what?
Pounds.
Their construct.
I have.
Pounds.
Oh, he's one of those. What's the conversion in kilograms?
Excuse me, one of those?
I can't do the math in my head.
They're heavy.
I have steel bones.
So is my equipment.
Like they're you won't have an easy time trying to lift them.
There are ways, believe me.
If you wanted mushrooms, you can get them here. This
So if you need certain things or
is the counterbalance.
Let me see. Okay. Don't mind me.
Just a reminder, no, do not touch the main crystal.
Understood. I don't know why, but I will just not touch
just I'm well aware of this place. It's where Nurgle was born.
So the stories are told. But yes, like the etheric crystal above, this is the counterbalance. Compiled of negative affinities, while the one above is positive affinities. They work as counterbalances
So what
to
you're
each
saying
other.
is, when people are feeling sad and broody and emo, they come down here.
Not exactly. We classify our magic
magic-wise.
in two categories, technically three, whether it's neutral, positive, or negative.
Shit. Oh my god, I've never been here before. Hey, what's up?
Welcome to the counterbalance.
Oh, hey. Hey, Roblo. How you doing?
Intruding or anything, it'll get me up.
Not at all.
We're just doing a tour.
You're not doing anything freaky in here, are you? Just so you know,
No,
man,
hey,
there's a minion.
Gene.
Yes, this is.
Does it mean something? I thought
This
they were
keeps
gone.
us from going
you
forever
were
up in the sky. This
Yeah,
drags
they
us
were,
down,
like, literally gone.
while the one above
They
keeps
were
us up. So it
red.
keeps us at a
What is up with
steady
you?
elevation.
Oh my god. Hey Vander, we need Calcindus' fan fiction.
Yeah.
Hand it over.
Why?
Because I wanted to read it.
Oh, okay.
I am fairly confused what is happening. Could someone please elaborate? I'm just...
reading this.
Alright.
Well, she wanted to know.
What happened?
Hey, this has nothing to do with. They came to me. I need the fan
I
fiction.
joined in
Vander.
like
It taught
2
me
minutes
everything-
ago. I have no idea what's happening.
Oh, okay, hold on, wait, first, this won't explain to them what exactly is. It will just give them fancy words on smut and things.
It taught me everything I know. Hand it over.
Calcindus' fan fiction is a powerful grimoire.
He keeps them on him at all times.
Hold on, wait.
Oh, all of them. Oh.
You protect this with your life. You understand me?
Yes. Don't worry, Panda. I will return it. Sorry for interrupting your ritual.
No, hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Wait, hold on, DJ. And I guess everybody else. This is Leonidas. This is his first day here. I am showing him around.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Nice to meet you.
Rup, dab him up. Come on, man.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, man? Dap me up.
Shake his hand.
You like I do.
Understood.
Yes.
Awesome. Right.
Don't forget it.
Also, we blew up the healers.
I will try.
Huh?
What? Huh?
It was on accident.
I was about to ask.
It was an accident.
But I guess
Right, on that note, any property damage starts to fit itself after a while.
Goodbye. Great journey.
You were doing.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye. Yes. Also, I may or may not be writing or putting it together a book of Kilken's smut to sell eventually.
I see.
Remind me to never tell anyone that I am an illustrator. Never.
Oh.
Never tell
then
that
I could
to
use
anyone.
your help then.
Oh God.
But yes, the final
I mean, if you're
point.
okay with of like making cover for a certain book, I would appreciate it.
The final point that I wish to express is to never, under any circumstances, touch the main crystal. It's just like the counterpart above. It will suck all of your mana from you, and then your life force. There's a specific ritual done to slow this process so it is actually safe to do when it needs to be fed, though it shouldn't be needing to be done anymore after we fix the problem.
Here's the thing, I do not know how this world's magic system works, because what I have is not mana, I have anti-mana. I don't know if this world functions in the same way.
Now that's rare, if not impossible to come across. Anti-magic.
Yeah.
I simply draw on negative emotions and energy over positive ones.
I'm sure there's a translation somewhere for that.
Yeah, it is a possibility. I would say
what
yeah,
I'm implying is that this thing would supercharge me, at least from what you've explained to me. I will note that down.
It absorbs mana, or absorbs that thing from you. It takes
everything.
So
you'd have better luck taking
it would
from these
more
ones.
than anything else.
Not this one.
Yes.
These are what you want to siphon from. They are basically solidified that.
I mean, the way it works for me is like, if you're having a really shit day and you're not feeling well, I can just suck that out of you. That gives me power and you feel better. That's how that works.
So you feed on literally negative emotions. Gotcha. Okay. These
I
are
can
more
turn that
positive.
into mana.
Yeah, these are more positive energies than anything else. So like you wouldn't get anything from that then.
Okay.
Yeah, but there are some people you could like feed on here, I guess. And there's actually Gwydion does the exact same thing. He feeds on despair, so.
Not exactly despair. It's
I think I'm starting to see why people confuse you for a
He feeds on
vampire.
despair, not you.
No, fine. I understood that, alright.
I think I'm beginning to understand why people confuse you for a vampire.
Listen, I look the part, but I'm not the same. And I don't suck blood, I drink wine and beer.
Some vampires absorb energy. Some subspecies.
I suppose that's one way how it works. Just back home, that's how elves gain their magic. And depending on what subspecies of elf you are, the wood elf, you take it from nature.
That is far beyond my expertise, I'm afraid.
You just been kissed by the kid.
Look at how bad you become.
I'm fucking huge,
So
man.
proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it to rinse, alright.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that. Do you speak Draconic,
Became
Winch?
a full prince. Oh. Okay, I have to ask one question real quick.
I speak Germanic, not Draconic.
Okay, gotcha. And Abyssal, yes?
E4 is Bissell.
Yeah, that.
Alright, so no. I speak
No,
Anglos,
okay, alright.
Diabolic, and Germanic.
Yes. So, I believe this is Velo's patron.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
I do not know who that is, but
they've been gone for a while. We're planning on looking for them soon.
Why are you small?
I insulted a fairy, and apparently they cursed me to be tiny.
Oh dear.
Let's see. That one also sells potions and magic.
I sell potions of magic and magical goods, but I'm currently really small, and I don't suggest for selling anything to you.
okay, what ingredients do you have on you? By any chance, potentially anything of wonder?
I didn't bring my cart. It's at home.
What do you usually sell?
Potions, wondrous items. I can do enchantments. I can do many different things. It involves the arcane.
But ingredients.
Ingredients. I mostly have stuff to make health and mana potions.
I did it.
You did what?
I got a lady. I did it. So you need to stop asking me now. Her name's Nev. I met her. She's right there. She's super
Excuse
cool.
me, you got me confused with this one. Man, wow, that's a little racist.
What?
Yeah, right there.
Can't believe you're doing that to the Archmage Blind.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can stop asking me now. I did it. I did it. I proved. What? What the fuck is going on?
Did you not
You
see
should go
Champ?
introduce yourself to them.
I do. But, Champ, get the fuck out the way. I'm not pointing at you, you fucking... The one behind, Champ.
We're almost at the end of the tour, I swear.
Come on.
What do you mean, come on? No, why do you need... Oh.
Go introduce your girlfriend properly, Luca.
Hey,
I know how it feels being told no when you're all like.
Listen, I was only joking with you. I've been with her for.
Where's the tavern?
I just didn't want to, publicly to you. But now that we're like.
Let's see if it's...
I'm waiting in there for him whenever he's finished.
Yes. It's ironically based off of a trust system, so I'll serve you, I suppose.
Trust? Okay.
Trust is that you'll pay.
If they take yours, sure.
What would you like? They have a majority of what you could expect anywhere else.
I'll take a speed laser.
Allow me a moment to translate that. Of course. That is the fourth one. Prosthetic would function. That'd be nice. There you go. That gets to the interesting question. What is your currency system from where you're from?
It is a amalgamation of paper and coins made of alligator gold, silver, and bronze.
If you have 10 of those bronze ones on you, I believe that is a good estimate.
10 cents.
I think We do not use that term
They're
here.
like this small.
Yes.
Tiny bronze coins.
This is a similar one. We use copper pieces. Copper, silver, gold coins.
I can give you this one. I'm gonna show you this is a coin that is both made out of gold and silver with a bigger 1 in the middle.
That should do.
I suppose paper money here is useless.
Unfortunately so. Usually,
And poor. Great.
if it's similar enough, you could get by with your coinage, but paper money is... it has no value. Except if maybe you
Yeah, the same thing
gave
you
it
make
to
magic scrolls out of.
someone who likes baubles, perhaps you could saw it off there, but the payout probably wouldn't be that high.
With this thing here, and I'm holding it up, would be 100 gold coins. Wouldn't it be much easier to just have these pieces of paper instead of carrying around 100 coins for bigger?
Maybe, maybe not. We don't really have that issue. Usually we have bags of holding. More enchantments to keep things
Those are
light.
banned. From we had those too. Those are banned because people kept building catapults with it and shooting civilians around.
Oh. Oh, those are still around. Okay.
They used to call it the peasant cannon. You line up a bunch of peasants, you hand them the bag, and every time you pass it, it would accelerate the bag, and at a certain point it would be so fast that the output of the bag would equal that of a bomb, and it would be able to create velocities and strengths of magic that are incomparable. Because the line could be infinite.
I see.
Hello. Oh shit. Oh.
Anything really.
Good day.
Oh damn. Anyway.
In either the best way or the worst way of your...
Yes, once Vander is done, there is 2 more buildings, and then the tour is complete.
Not really met anything or anything to do here. I'm supposing I came on a bad day.
Yes, these are technically still the laxer days, if you catch my meaning.
After you two.
Maybe it'll change soon, though.
I do understand. That's the fact that I don't think I'll be able to come on different days than these.
Interested in a conversation.
Yes, it is open. If you want, I can be your bartender. Mind me, I'm a bit slow, though. I'm working with a prosthetic today.
You're fine.
My vision's also a bit of a headache, so... Either way, my Gavanin to all of you. Elfkin.
My Gavanin. Glad to see someone else speak the tongue. Or
Yes.
A dialect of it, anyway.
It's one of the many dialects. What can I get you all?
know what?
Too many to think of.
We'll take 3 meats.
Very well. That'll be around 40 copper in total, so prepare that for me if you would.
40 copper. Sounds like you need to collect more. Not a holy person, not a holy lady that has a lot of clerics and paladins as friends.
Headaches are real today.
Not that much.
They are necessary though.
So have
Have we given any thought to a mission that we could all go on?
I see an archmage on the roof.
Has there any been discussed? I haven't heard anything from my sister.
Nothing that I've heard of in like a sense, but I'm sure something will come up.
Hopefully when we all get our feet on the ground, we can go on our own little adventure for a little bit.
A traveling band of elves sounds both entertaining and very obvious.
One.
Yes. Combination. I want to go watch and see if there's any fights going on. Get your blood pumping a little.
Or apparently the healer skill is being turned upside down right now. From a very, very, very trustworthy source.
Headaches are real.
How did it become purple?
I would recommend you do not
Thank you
eat
much.
that bread.
It looks like it's poison.
Oh, don't worry, I removed the chaos magic.
Why would you do that? Chaos
And we can say this is a third mug because no one else is using it.
Gives me permission. Whose idea was to extend that?
That works.
Thank you.
Genius.
Of course.
Here's your 40 copper. Oh yeah, hold on. Yes, 40. Thank you for
your
the drinks.
patronage.
No, thank you.
Well, I guess I'll walk around for a little bit.
Oh.
It tastes very good with a 17.
Oh, Thea.
Pretty. The blueberry.
On to each their own.
Is it the
Yeah, that's how it's kind of gonna go if you just chug it like that.
I need to ask for my DM tag back.
Oh, I can't drink it.
It just has a lot
A word of advice to
I
use your
don't
phone as
doubt
an
it.
example of what to do and what not to do.
Swirl of flavors, but no magical effect will happen.
He means
Just a
well,
very nice
but-
fluffy piece of like very strange bread that feels like breakfast, dinner, in between sushi and dessert.
It's like maybe
We might have to get
happening.
another one for you.
This feels like bread.
We might have to get this one another one, honestly.
How does it taste?
I wouldn't know.
Well, that gives me an idea. We can probably.
Hmm?
Ah, never mind. No.
You want it back? Or
Hmm.
do you want me to keep this?
I never got to really do this with friends, but a drinking night.
Tell them it's bard tested, bard
Hmm.
approved.
It sounds like an expensive
Bard of
night.
Yeah.
Just to make sure to tell them, don't worry about the massive, like, chomp out of it.
Would you like another one, or?
I think
Yeah, I think it's probably best that you're good.
Oh, is that our elfin mercenary friend?
Seems so.
Hello, Mr. Dark and Serious.
I'm assuming Garrick is around here as well.
Last time I saw him, he was at the training field, stung, ball pit, sand pit, I don't know.
I'm not kidding.
goodness.
I arrived and I came and sat right here. Have I moved? Barely.
Exercise is important, you know.
So what's new with the both of you? Anything interesting happening lately?
not really.
Noises should be over there.
Your sister's boyfriend. I have guessing my heritage and whereabouts. If I guess it, I mean, I'm not telling him anything, but I think it's funny that he's trying to.
I am not hearing Vander anymore.
Ah, well,
I believe he is far gone.
could see how that's funny.
He does tend to get lost, doesn't he?
Yes.
So I'm telling him he has to, in mostly a joking manner, pay for the.
Ironically enough, our next stop was what you wanted. An information hub.
Oh. Can I ask how much info costs to you?
That, annoying, that is all.
Oh, that's fair.
I think it's.
Either way, this area gives me a headache.
It's funny in general that you're making somebody pay for info of learning about you.
I just can't stare in that direction.
Okay, what are you out? He is far gone, you're correct.
Probably sidetracked in a wacky adventure.
He seems to be the kind of person who constantly gets roped into dumb adventures on the side.
Yes, this building has no name. Simply, if you need information, you come here and make a request.
Do they have information mainly about Aether, as you call this place here, or
Yes.
all worlds outside and inside?
If it is a broad enough statement, there is information about it.
I don't think it is, that's the thing.
To you, probably not, but to us, it's probably well documented. But going past this building for now, we have the Maelstrom, a pun, where it is the post office and the training arena.
That is an odd combination.
Yes. But if you wish for information, ironically enough, that I can do for you. If you'd like to come in. What would you like to know in specific?
I'd like to know something about the creation mythos of Aether.
Yes, the creation mythos. It is known that at one point Aether was constructed by someone, who, though, is more difficult to discern. Approximately 2,000 years ago, I believe. Give or take.
It's not too long ago. I expected this place to be older.
Well, as you could see, it's only now started to recover. It's been degrading recently, but we managed to halt the process. If you ever wondered those pillars that you see floating in the sky, it used to go that far.
Someone's singing on us.
It's just Eugene. If we really wanted to, the buildings could be soundproof. If that's still in here. But yes, Aether has had its hardships. We've succeeded in them.
I'm surprised it didn't get run over by a faction of people that wanted to conquer this place at one point.
We thank the entity for that one, actually.
I do not know what that means. I'm supposing that's your version of God.
No, gods are not welcome here. The entity is a being that resides over this place. As you saw when the muscled individual by the name of Champ tried to strike someone and was warped away. That was the entity's doing. It keeps things neutral.
I do not think that was the entity. I think that the person simply had no balls, as we would call it back home.
Well, that's how it usually works. If one does not consent to violence, then the perpetrator is warped away back to the next point. And this also stops wide-scale invasions. So that's why that hasn't happened. This is the only place where the entity resides. Well, there might be similar precautions elsewhere. They are not as potent here.
I see. Alright then. I think that would have been everything. I just don't know what to do next, honestly.
Could ask around if anyone needs help. The dark elf that had maroon clothing is an alchemist. Deals in poisons. Maybe you can find some work under her.
Would you mind showing me to her, or do you mean the desert elf? Because dark and desert are two things. Or am I just...
Black and grayish skin. Pigtails, I believe.
I did not see them.
Passed by them once or twice. I'd have to look again. If you want, I can make this easier, but I have to ask how afraid of heights you are.
In what way we're talking?
Let's say flight higher than that tree.
I've done worse. I've jumped out of flying machines.
Very well.
So yeah.
There should be a few handholds on my back. Let me know when you're attached.
Yippee, let's go. I'm on.
Takes me a moment to look around, so... I'll either find
Take your
them,
time, this
or-
is after all...
Easy enough, they're not here, so we can go elsewhere.
Have you guys seen a goblin?
Okay.
Goblin
So what he probably does is he probably like puts them.
This is also much more easier on my leg, so... I hate when they go silent. I can never tell if they're still attached. So you are still there, okay. People make a habit of falling off.
I had to cough, so I just held my hand against my throat.
Very well.
I think we found Vander.
Yes, we found Vander. If you find Duskrain, that's the next part.
I do not know what they look like.
Usually they have maroon clothing, black grayish skin with pigtails.
Still not big of a description. There could be anyone. No offense, just...
There they are.
That is a very generic description.
Shut up, Kyle.
That would be them. You want to talk to them, you know.
You're too far away.
On the left.
That's why.
You okay?
Yes.
This hour's EP.
I was just helping this one.
Man, that's crazy.
I've never seen you with a huge wing like that, so...
Well, that's fair.
Need to be a bit more perceptive.
Yes, I tend to do that a little bit. But yes, this is Duskgrave. You may ask your question if you wish.
Or 2 nights, not even in a row.
Go.
Hello there. I just like to, yes, I'd like to introduce myself and just ask if you have any idea where to get any ingredients for potions, poisons, etc. around here, or if you could share some, or if I could potentially buy some from you. Since you seem to know stuff about
Lots
poisonous
of
kits.
Ingredients, yes. What are you looking for specifically?
They are a newly realm shifted.
Brunmigi piece.
I'm sorry, say again?
Brunmigi piece.
Right.
I have.
There's a rough translation there somewhere. He speaks a sub category of common. That's not Ingloss. Some words are lost in translation to me.
As that would be the case, I'm sure.
Just so you're aware, we are bullying Luca into getting married, so if you want to come watch, feel free.
Oh.
Wait, what? Who?
That sounds
Why are you
oddly
bullying
criminal.
Luca to get married?
Kyle, it's not like someone just took
You know Neve, right?
Oh, I know Neve.
Not really.
Here we go.
Okay.
How much?
So they're part of the guard, from what I'm aware of, and also the
One
hunters.
silver.
Not the hunters, the adventurers.
Right.
And they are around in Redwall. They are currently pretending
And
to
your
be,
coin, it is both gold and
Luca's
silver melted
girlfriend,
into each other.
and, there's a wedding now happening because
He doesn't have our currency here.
funny.
Apparently that's the equivalent.
Where is this happening?
Under the red tree. Should be happening here soon, if archers can convince him to come out of his house.
He is one of the few unfortunate cases where his money is made of paper and has little value here.
Come on.
That really just kind of feels like
Okay.
He's
Being bullied into being married. Definitely.
I believe at one point
Wouldn't know
Luca had
anything about that.
something I don't know what it was called, but it was very inappropriate. Flirting with every man he saw. I think harem might be the wrong term, though.
Not Rift. Yes, harem is the correct term.
Yes, Luca and Rift did that separately. I think at one point they merged at some point. I'm not sure. It's in the past.
This conversation is getting quite weird.
Yes, you're free to leave at any point.
Oh, Mr. Oh, that Luca. Okay.
Is
The
yes,
groundskeeper.
the groundskeeper. I didn't know there was another Luca to confuse with.
Yeah, I just call him Mr. Featherfall because I went on a mission with him once, and we were on a cliff, and he casted Featherfall on himself, not anyone else, jumped off the cliff, and left the rest of us on the cliff with no way down.
Well, that's an
I do
effective
have
way
some
of casting
Featherfall
that.
potions if you do need any at one point. The one, what you would consider copper.
I think you'll need to adjust your prices. That's very cheap here.
I know, I'm new to this place and I would like to put my wares at a fair price for someone you don't know and the reputation for potion making.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, copper's less than a fair price. It's really good for me, but it's not fair for you.
I do not mind, I need to get a name here around anyway, so by the good word of you spreading that I'm selling potions for a good price, that is worth it to me.
No offense, but I have my own person that supplies me.
I think you'd have better luck setting up shop in the merchant alley. People actually go there to see if there's anything available, and you being the only one, they'll be automatically dragged to your stall.
Your own supplier. Oh no.
First come, first serve, so.
Alright.
Don't take a shortcut. Don't take a shortcut.
Where was that again?
Walk down the main road and take a left. Oh, it's one of those things.
I got a roll.
Please have one of your needles,
I want to
please.
return it to its owner. Please, I've already worked enough that this thing has messed me up. It will shoot needles at you and it will mess you up really good.
I want one of its
very
needles.
injured
I
my
know
leg.
of its needles.
Please.
It's great for potions.
Please, ask the old lady after I return it back home. Please let me return it back to its owner.
But it's right here. I need the needles.
No. Simply
Just-
no.
Grabs
Ma'am,
arm.
I don't mean
Come on.
to be rude.
I don't.
Ah!
I'm not a healer. I can't
Thank
heal you
you.
if you get pin cushions.
And it will shoot needles, and it will go through your armor. It went through mine.
Do you have any of those needles?
But come on, Sonny. I've pricked some of them off me. I bet there's probably one still in my leg or in my gambeson somewhere that I haven't felt yet. You probably can find it, and I'll give it to them.
I'll
Right
do
now,
that for
return
you.
him
I mean, you definitely see it. It's a big ass needle just right in his leg right here.
Right.
Just under the plate. Just under it.
If you don't mind, I'll.
So
Grab
it might have
quick,
gotten.
please. Just pull it quick. Ah, son of a bitch. I didn't think
With
a
a
cactus
5,
could shoot a
it
needle
was
that bad.
painful, and you could definitely feel your blood just trickling down after that.
I'd
I'm gonna
advise the
take-
game that fixed.
Do you have any cloth?
I believe I have a spare bandage on me.
I don't. Sonny! Son of a bitch. I don't
Here,
have time for this.
spare bandage. You can take it.
Thank you.
Where did you go? There you are.
Wow, that's a shit shame. It's fucking over. My wife cheated on me mid-wedding, so you know.
At least you all made it back.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah. So put pity on me, okay?
Mr. Screen?
It's food, not the bed, unless you're gonna eat the bed.
Well, some people in
Yes,
Aether
that's
would
great.
eat the bed.
Some people would eat
I
the
do
bed.
that, yes.
One is fine for you. One needle.
One what?
One of its needles.
Oh,
Either
needle.
Champ
Thank
or
you.
that new
Needles
girl that's
finds
eating everything
cactus
and
germs.
eats more than Wayne.
Yes.
It's about this or so big.
I think we should go on the
She
way.
has
Sizable.
blonde hair,
The
pink
cast comes
clothes.
back and bites us in
Good,
the
I can
ass.
make at least 2 needle armor potions.
Yeah, let's
You seem excited about that, so I assume it's a good thing.
Do you want to drink a potion that turns you into a porcupine?
No.
It's the best defense.
Best offense is the best defense.
Oh, in this case, best defense is the offense.
Yes, I think I had that statement backwards, actually.
Or are you guys just happy to continue trying? Wine. I think I'm don't like a couple of whiskey to you.
Anyway.
I don't know the wine actually.
Any? You said you needed to talk to people, right?
Yeah, more of just, you know. I don't usually get to talk to people because I'm so busy, so it's nice to be able to like
Mhm.
walk around and talk to people.
Yeah.
Can I borrow a mug?
How are you doing, by the way, C?
Better from yesterday, I suppose.
White woman jump scare, understood.
I've been having to deal with things recently that I'm not fully understanding, and I'm having a break from that, I suppose. Rather unnerving
Yeah,
events happened
I-
yesterday. I'm not fully comprehending.
Yeah. I can understand the
Ah,
feelings.
Stuff happened yesterday.
If you want, I can
Redwall
explain
was
it.
popular.
It's very interesting to
I
me.
was in Redwall.
I know, but apparently
You were probably someone else.
I was in Redwall too, but apparently nobody else saw what I saw.
Yes.
It was like it wasn't there for anyone else. I was in the guards building. We were having that dinner that Kai was making. And something crawled out from the basement, but nobody else saw it, and it tackled me onto the table.
I can teach you the basics. I can teach
It
you.
was very
What'd it look
scary.
like?
It had similar black hands to me, and it was as if porous stone was fleshy.
You stole it from
It had black prickles, and it didn't have a face. No eyes. Just the black hole for a mouth.
I wouldn't hold up a gun in front of some Redwall guards here. We do have some form of...
It's not my jurisdiction. Now, that happening in front of a ranger would be another
Okay, that happened
story.
in front of a ranger.
Yes, a
Where's the
ranger.
ranger?
Somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
Great, but we need to get the rangers to deal with that.
Have I mentioned that I love being in Aether because it's a vacation for me?
Yes, you did. I hate it here.
It's a vacation where you can be a
Words
bystander
of the
if you
famous
so choose.
Joseph Asmodeus Joko. I hate it here.
Oh, you know that bard. That's a good one.
Was he a bard? Oh yeah, he was a bard. Yeah.
Had a flute, I think. Was it a violin? Maybe it was both.
I think it was both. He had one of each. He had a lot of instruments. He had a harmonica.
Yeah, I'm just glad this place prepares itself.
But yes, it was a
magic for squat.
unnerving event yesterday.
Alright, pray tell.
As I already explained, apparently something that nobody else could see assaulted me in the Red Wall Guard building that nobody else could see.
I can't use magics.
And it was an off-nerving thing. It disappeared and crawled through the floor. It was stalking me for the rest of the evening.
Couldn't be one the assassin breaking free, could it?
What is a Wendy's?
No. I could draw you a rough sketch of it. I don't think it looked anything close to humanoid.
She just named it after herself. It was interesting.
Maybe it was Seamus fucking with you. I mean, I keep seeing doors floating in the sky.
Seamus was around.
Aha, you guys were wrong. I found a ranger and pointed my gun at them, and they did absolutely nothing.
Guard!
Where?
Could you put the gun away? You're making the
I'm
locals
a guard in Redwall,
unnervous.
not a guard in Aether. Good luck with that.
Mr. Champ, you could please lower the gun. You're scaring the locals. Preferably not at them.
Need help finding your cat.
At least take your finger off the trigger.
That's not cool. I'm not mugging anyone with a gun. I'm just holding a gun in front of them.
It's going to be okay, miss.
You can talk to that person to confirm it. The one in the brown shirt.
Who's we?
Madam.
Oh,
that's not gonna help. You require, madam.
I'll go get him. I'll go get him.
I want to see it.
In other news, Miss Duskrain, I might have noticed something interesting they may want to know about if you've not seen them. A familiar individual appeared today on the roof of the Tempest building. that you might be familiar with?
Oh.
A certain dark fae. One with butterfly-like wings.
There's a lot of dark.
The one that was documented when you were a part of grabbing Sulfur's home back from them. You were in a forest. It's in one of the documents.
Oh, that one. That was a long time ago.
Yes. I don't remember if you cleared up your deal with them or not, so I thought I'd let you know that I saw them.
I had a deal with it? Oh my god, I might have a look back on my own, like, memories to try and remember what deal I made with them.
This is why we made sure to document things. If it's not stated there, you can probably remember.
Yeah, keep walking.
Hey. Just letting you know,
so
the Rangers are looking for him because there's an old lady that says that he was mugging him.
I'd be willing to give you a copy so you can look back on it. It's not that important in the records.
Yeah.
I'll do that once the day is ended. I've given them the... I've given it to Mr.
There you go. There's your cactus needle.
Yes. That's good. I'm gonna make porcupine potions.
Or I will come in and drag you out.
What is going on here?
You're speaking of me, right?
The Rangers doing their job and me staying out of it.
It's happening. I see.
Is that the local law enforcement here?
Yes.
Yes.
Us Redwall guards, we only do stuff in Redwall.
Hey! At this current moment in time, Chad is under custody of the Tempest Knights for crimes that he's committed against Tempest and her people. Can I speak with him first? Can I get an extended time?
Fucking yes, that's loud.
Unfortunate.
That's pretty good. Thank you.
I didn't expect there to be a House of Exalma Turk War in Aether.
Ah, you're here on vacation
Shouted my ears.
I've turned down my ears, but I don't know if that's going to help. I like to think it's been almost a year.
Oh my god, what's that? Look over there. And then you just
Or, in more terms, maybe 3 months. The ratio is hard to understand.
I mean, that man in the tower is accused of mugging an Aetherian citizen.
Was he just saying that in Drow, or am I hearing?
I'm not harboring stand for his crimes and explain.
If you are attempting to look through the archive yourself, a reminder it is labeled the Hack's Closure.
Hey, lady.
I found it on, I think on my...
Very well.
Okay, don't go anywhere anytime soon. You have to.
Man, I can't believe he's like so upset with not getting married that he's harboring a criminal.
This is not my fault. This is not my fault.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was that one. Hello, there's a
It's a bit small.
Yes, there's Tris. Okay, yeah, we did do that. Alright.
We did what now?
We went to the Fate Arc one time.
Yeah, we did.
I think that was the first time we actually did a mission together.
It was the same mission that we even talked about it. It's the same mission that Garrett got that crazy axe.
Excuse me,
Ah yes, the phase vein as they've labeled it.
The fine moment in my memories where I had that.
Little thing, why do you have a knife? Yes. Now then, I can't say anything because
I'm trying to think back too. It's either right before. It's before you made it to Sulfur's house. I remember that much. I think it was around when you encountered a pack of owlbears.
You didn't hear anything from you didn't hear anything from me.
We were just having a cordial conversation about the metaphysical properties of magic.
Now, if I happen to stumble across this,
those ladies coming upstairs. I don't know if you want that to happen.
You have to reconnect.
it didn't feel it was all these nice folk.
The thing I kind of understand. I usually call it.
I'm sorry. I'm talking about the Rangers up front. I'm new to this land. I'm not trying to be locked up in the
Where am I?
and I have no foils.
Good tentacle,
I
Vanda.
feel like Phelan has this under control, so.
Stop that.
You may be adult physically, but mentally
I didn't see
you're
anything.
kind of trying to be not a child.
Escaping tomorrow.
Hi, do I know you?
Okay, I'm gonna run that way.
Where did Vanda go?
Huh?
Vanda, dark skins, red-headed elf.
Right, I met him earlier.
Wait, are you saying you're the hat?
Actually, escape.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I thought you died? Or were injured at least?
It's after. It's after the house. Got it. Alright.
Yeah.
Recall that memory later.
Okay, I don't speak your language.
It's always good to remember
so I'm not really
past
understanding
affairs,
what you're saying.
just in case they come back to bite you.
But it seems you understand me.
Yes.
So I'm assuming the contract that is that still a thing?
Also, did you? She said I had romantical hands.
I'm assuming that's a yes?
Oh, probably wasn't here. It's not really my
Oh, okay, good to know.
Just take it as a compliment.
Meet Milo's hat.
Aren't you on the dead board?
And he just ran. And I went to go talk to him, like, what's going on? And it just pointed the knife at me. And I went,
Apparently they got better.
I don't want to have a chance of being cut.
Hello.
Hello.
Old woman again.
Also, it seems my contract is still up with them, so...
Yes, you can glare all you want. My skin color is not going to change. You have a lovely complexion, darling.
No, your friend isn't here to tell me I should get.
Well, yes, I have a very lovely personality. It's called being a drow.
Complexion. Don't worry, I can do it with one or the other.
So her name's not Karen, good to know.
Her name is definitely Karen.
No, see, if she was Karen, she would just be like sitting here and accusing you of doing a crime or something.
Why am I being find him?
What did you?
Why me? Don't ask questions you do not deserve the answer to. 5 gold every time I do it.
Okay, well, if nothing else, I just want to know where Vanda is. Because I was supposed to speak with him. He's somewhere.
You can't restrain someone who's
Great.
a ranger. Anyway, yes.
I'm not quite understanding.
Man, he is charged with assault.
Do you recognize the language?
Doesn't sound like elfin or drow, so I can't really say.
If you wish, I can
only know common,
attempt to cast tongues. If that would make it easier
That would
speaking
be
for you.
nice if you can.
Maybe. We might have to beat someone. Do you have your
Come on, Mr. Twinkles. Come on. Keep moving, Pipsqueak.
I see. Right. Would you like to be
I'm sorry,
understood?
I need to know what that's about. I need to know what that's about.
Would you like to be understood so people can understand you when you speak your tongue?
Clown?
Yeah, Eugene was just pulling a clown.
Very well. Once Trish comes back, I'll see if I can get the spell off. So you can have an actual conversation. Because it seems you've been irritated by the language barrier. I'm just seeing if I can help.
Hey, Chris.
Alright, good to know.
Alright.
The Nexus gate to Redwall got opened.
Oh?
Wait, what?
Oh, I see.
They posted an announcement saying that we hit a cap, so they
Oh
want
my.
the other map because we're capped out. There's too many people.
I knew I felt extra headachy today. But yes, alright. Let's see how well this works.
Everything's fine, it's just normal Aether shenanigans, I guess.
Straight roll, because I'm not a mage. 11.
What are you doing?
She is casting the spell Tongues upon the patron, so that everyone can understand it. I have personally rolled an 11.
Fuck is... They've kidnapped Nephthys. Alright. Should I be interested? No, I shouldn't, because it's gonna be fucking loud in there. Okay. Hang on.
The spell will go through. However, upon actually being fully casted onto the hat, his body is going to basically explode. Everyone will be pushed back about 5 feet.
Ugh. What the fuck is going on outside?
Nothing important, Luca.
This
Apologies.
is a minor explosion!
I didn't expect that would happen. Alright. I guess you see the grass comfy. It seems it didn't react well.
And there was an explosion.
It usually doesn't happen, it shouldn't be possible for a backlash.
No, I think it's something entirely different, she.
Are you okay?
You're right, if it was a backlash, I'd probably be dead.
Yeah, I think she's okay. She has no arms. She's 50% in common with Rift now. You don't take magic. Magic hurts you.
Right. More than likely it can't be casted on them. It would have to be
Types of magic?
maybe comprehend languages on the receiver instead. Though it would only be one way. I apologize for the mistake. My advice is to get a scroll of comprehend languages, buy one from a merchant. It won't be casted on them and you'll be able to have the similar effect. Don't worry about it.
What the fuck is that?
No.
It's just a rainbow cockroach.
RGB. Why does a rainbow cockroach have a giant knife?
Well, that's just a regular sized knife, but it's giant to the cockroach.
you doing?
Besides everything that's been going on the last 5 minutes, how about yourself?
It's been a little crazy, but
I'm trying to comprehend you. It takes me a moment. Pistol's not really one of my preferred languages.
Understood.
what about you? How are you doing?
Right.
I wasn't able to.
Let me see if I can extend more and actually have a conversation with you. It should be on my social, it shouldn't cause whatever that was.
Yeah, understandable. I was a bit
It's a bit rough, but I think I should be able to have a comprehend the languages. Abyssal is a bit unique, so it might be a bit broken for me.
That's good.
Always be a bit iffy.
Ah, there we go. That's much clearer.
The person that usually was mugging somebody.
Phelan is the goat lady, right?
Yes. Behind the black
Spells on me tend to just make me.
You cannot take foreign magic.
Don't know.
It's fine.
Also, mana crystal, not bag, is a decay crystal. So,
Ah, you need a specific affinity. I must say you are unique, so. Right.
I would get up and shake your hand, but I'm a little crippled at the moment.
my
Injuries from
body
before.
then to do was the counter spell.
I guess I should
take the reins.
I am weak,
I guess you'll take the reins.
unstable.
Yeah, very well.
So,
Probably too much at once.
me release to Japan.
Ah, okay. I'll try and understand what I can and go through it later. So I'm half understanding it, but of course I can only half understand you, so.
And what do you want to achieve?
I don't know what this thing is. You have helped me before. Where is this Hunters Guild or whatever, the ones that hunt down these abominations?
That would be in Redwall. It's just been opened in the Nexus Point. If you're lucky, people have gone there. Once you go through the Nexus and get there, you will take 2 lefts. Once you reach an open field, you will follow the road to the right. That is the Hunters Guild. Until next time, do you have a name, or do you still wish to go by Velo's hat?
Up until about.
To know my name is to hold power over me.
As of now.
Ah, yes, you are one of those natures. Very well.
I train every day.
I wish you a good rest of your day, Velo's hat. As weird as that sounds to say.
I can protect hundreds.
That works.
Yeah.
One man.
Children.
Man being. Very
Okay.
institutions.
Goodbye.
I'm a very simple. I finding people that I deem. Go on.
I've learned in my time that nobody's ever simple. So to say that you're simple is to do yourself a disservice. You want to protect hundreds? Is there a reason? Something in your history? A calling you have?
Someone was trying to mug her and ask her for the guard. I told her that I'm with the Redwall Guard and this is out of my jurisdiction.
like I said, if you ever have need of some extra hands, Redwall Renegades are always looking for extra blood.
What's the nexus on that? What's the sigil combination for Redwall? If you don't mind me asking.
Visiting? It's just...
Yeah, for visitation, doesn't it?
I just kind of...
So here it's preset. Okay, I'll have to come here and do there.
Looks like every other nexus.
Yeah, I'm just asking for the series of sigils and runes. Every nexus point has that combination. It's how you can go there and reactivate nexuses and readjust them. It's a whole thing. Normally you need them for the Sorcerer's Sublime to set up a new nexus in your area, but I think I might be able to just... Yeah, so... I have a route in mind. It's not hard. I got here through the nexus of the central nexus. This place was opened up, so it's got its own nexus point at the central hub. And if you don't know if Redwall has one, I would hope it would, considering you run a business. It does? Do you know the sigil combination I'm looking for? It's a specific set of runes on the arch above the nexus.
I do.
Ah, perfect. Could you write them down for me? I'd appreciate it. Especially if I'm going to come visit him. If I'm going to come visit him if I need work done, I'd appreciate having my potential employees, freelance. Exactly. I would love to be able to hire your company sometimes.
Fuck all of you. Goodbye.
Right. Speaking of Redwall.
Thank you very kindly.
Hey, I know absolutely nothing about all four of you. Fuck you. Bye.
If you were not aware, speaking of Redwall, the caretakers that be have noted that enough people have come and have opened up the nexus to Redwall. If you wish to visit.
Wonderful. The generalization there.
Yeah, holy shit.
While it may be a bit quiet, it is open.
He might actually be racist.
Wow.
Very well.
We covered
Thank you for the information. Man, who would have fucking knew? The noble elemental knight is a hypocritical racist. Who would have fucking saw that coming?
Are we talking about Julian?
It's like cinema, or what's a cinema?
Certainly
It's like a book.
fucking me.
And children. If we're talking about Julian, do you know they're making a cult about him?
Yeah.
So from what I understand. What?
Yes, they have a holy book. They're writing cultic fan fiction about him. It's a whole book.
That is actually fucking appalling.
I know.
That is actual holy magic. Please keep that the hell away from me.
I'm pretty sure it's fire based.
Damn.
If not, just a mundane book.
That's perfectly fine.
More of an asshole than he is.
It was written by a healer.
No,
One of the armored healers.
All I know is if it's holy, I cannot go near that shit.
Apparently he has.
Either way, I keep it stored away, so it's a trend to keep it safe.
With gathering the woad and weary, or he's quite literally making a cult with scriptures being written in his name.
You know, of all the fire that sounds very standard for elementals in the material plane.
Forge that he barely knew for like 3 hours.
Right.
Because Soul.
In my opinion, I think out of all the elementals, the rock ones are more stable in their nature.
That doesn't sound like adoption. That sounds like taking up a very useful asset.
I can't be near any elementals. They just get my allergies all worked up.
If anything, rock sprites.
Even as far away as he is, there's so much fire salt in the air. It's just. Oh.
I've been in the sick bay for like a week.
Best keep aware, sometimes rock sprites or gemlins tend to wander Aether. So keep aware of that if you want to keep away, I suppose.
I got a buddy back in Zarnagrun that says gemlins are a delicacy. I genuinely want to see if he's right, but if I ate the thing, my throat would swell up and I'd choke to death.
Yeah, well they are...
So simply just consider turning it into a... ice.
Well, the problem is, I'm allergic to elementals.
Where it was like, what's a postal address?
Very unfortunate.
This is true.
I can't go around eating elementals or putting them on my food like a spice.
Alright.
It's just that at the
Currently, I believe...
Peers piss you off.
I currently have some of the...
Alright, hey, there's two places you can go to right now.
We have some...
Either A, you can go
I'll wait until the conversation's finished.
somewhere in here. I think it's either that building there or that big building that has like a bridge going over the road.
I was just going to say, I technically have some lesser rock sprites under... I'd say contract for some gem dust, so... Obviously, if you can't really do anything to them here, nor could you if you even wanted to.
Where I also keep the payments for people who don't.
But if you wanted to see one, I could bring a few. If you want to see them from a distance.
Maybe after sundown, you can like run down the red wall.
Prefer not, really. I don't see the... I'll be honest, elementals are not no flashy thing. I've seen enough of them get mangled and killed off in the Hell Forges to fuel armaments. I don't see anything really special about those things.
You might find like
The rock sprites are immature to say the least. Much more easily swayed.
blue gems. You'll find
I don't see the point when it's easier just to enslave them.
Match my eyes perfectly.
I'll put them on you when you die.
Fucking hell, I'm not a fucking dual craft.
At the very least. Exactly. Who knows? You might even get.
Though I am particularly curious about a subject, if you have the time. You said the Blazing Bull. Is that something important to you? I've not heard of it before.
It's the god of all Dawis It's Ashur, the god of all Dawis I've got his blessings right here on my head.
It's better than having nothing.
Sorry, it's been a while since I've seen any Dowie. I think Gutop's been closed off for a good while.
Nothing like those grumbling old graybeards in the mountain. No, Dowies are more sensible. We understand the value of industry, and we don't lock ourselves underground like they do.
Own self-consideration, there is apparently a dwarven hold in Redwall. If you shall find yourself in there.
That does complicate things. My kind and dwarves have a long, furious history. They call us heretics. We blow up a few mountains. They attack our holds. We collapse their mines and loot everything in them.
If it helps, they've locked themselves away due to the current ongoings of the surface.
Listen, the blacksmith or the leather workers played it down because
that's actually wonderful news.
To me armor.
However, ironically enough, they've left their feasting hall open to the public. So if you want to raid that, it's still a game.
Went right through.
I'd rather not risk getting jumped by a bunch of deep grumblers in my spare time.
Very nice.
You'll also be kicking the hornet's nest. People here in Aether and Redwall are like conjoined twins, as it were.
Oh,
You mess with a singular piece atop the paper card house will all come tumbling down on you. The people here are very well knitted, surprisingly, given how volatile they seem to be all conjoined together as. But that is Wolverine.
I figured as much when I heard that you consider goblins people here.
Intimidation. Goblins, beastlings, Onis, everything in between apparently is being accepted.
There we go.
The best estimation as to why I see everyone is so cobbled together is because of the Daedra war effort. Apparently, Redwall, from what I understand, is one of the front lines of the whole war itself. It's apparently pushed against the Daedra time and time again, and it's become a sort of front of it.
For a while, we were considering opening up a trade deal with the Daedra, but every time we sent a messenger to see if they wanted to buy anything from us, they just killed them. That's just bad business sense, really.
Apparently, if I remember correctly, in the early stages,
is better black and light than coming together than anything else.
In the past, they've had an experience with not doing well with garnering allies. In the early stages, when they were first being spotted in a certain crypt, it was shown they were enslaving Dwergar.
I think that there was a bartender down in the field.
Oh, well, that's just downright unfortunate, you know. I know a bit about I learned a bit about Dwergar history from one of my business associates. You know, the reason they're so weird and magical is apparently because they've been enslaved by mind flayers in the past. As a race. They used to be a slave race.
From the underdog.
It would make sense. Oh, he's going to the
breaking free of mind flayers only to get grabbed by Daedra? That's going from one aberrant to another. There we go. No, I can't imagine. That's, I feel bad for the poor bastards. That's unfortunate luck.
Fortunately enough, the sect that we were able to come across, we were able to give them enough time to get themselves free.
But I have personal duties to make sure I gotta make sure the elemental doesn't lash out at Garrick. You understand? I'm going to go.
The elemental also kind of burns stuff down, and then he comes over and poofs into existence and goes, well, at least I know where all the assholes are gathering.
May the blazing ball be with you. But, yeah.
So it doesn't give you any chance to, you know,
I heard there was a faction in Dwergar in this part of the material plane. That they had, that's who the Dominion had signed up their trade deals with for a while. It's a shame. Me and my kind were considering an up-and-coming empire as a perfect client, but we have non-compete acts with Dwergen trade merchants, so we're not allowed within what is it? Two merchants and a shell company near any Dwergar trading partners.
If it piques your interest, I could check back in our records, because I am one of the assistant scribes within the Dominion. I believe at one point or another the deal was abruptly cancelled. I could be wrong, but I could check that for you, see if there's an opening.
That's a hell of a name for it.
I've already got my caravans lined up for the next few months. So, I'm not expecting anything quick, and you don't have to rush. I'm going to a captured Dark Elf hold, and I have to go to an Ogre Kingdom outpost, war camp, and I'm going to a Chaos Gate. Apparently there's a demonic legion in need of a large amount of weapons, and it's my job to get them there.
Ah, right. Is that the one in the far north, or am I thinking of something else?
No,
That sort
no
of
thanks.
shit.
No, the one in the far north I think's been closed. We're going out west.
I agree.
Right.
It's so weird when there's no...
It was a thesis, so you know, they might
That's right, I'll bring a compass with me through the nexuses. Whichever way west is, I have to go.
Yes, technically the directions don't matter now as we're in the etheric sea, but once you get to the coin, then the compass works.
Yes, exactly. But, yeah, I've got over the course of my vacation, I've got a few more jobs lined up.
Oh. Well, I'll keep you in mind nonetheless, in case you have free time. Oh, it's grown. Yes, it's definitely grown.
I was wondering.
Oh.
I was wondering if you'd be interested in some freelance work.
Why would you do that?
Well, I'm always down.
This has been a pleasant and educational conversation. Do you have a name I can call you by?
Yeah,
Drazethal.
I usually have a contract
Right.
open for acceptance.
Yes, Drazethal.
Drazethal.
And who do I have the pleasure of making the acquaintance of?
My name is Shay. It's a pleasure to meet you, darling.
Let's have it and get some drinks. We'll see you around, mate.
Shay. Short, easy to remember.
Ironically enough, people get it confused with that. It's with two E's, pronounced she. People call me Shay sometimes though.
It does one.
It sounds like one of them cafe names.
Oh dear.
Oh, I see.
Well, we're about to have the battle of the century.
I see.
Also, you don't see a lot of chaos dwarves around these parts. Is that the right one?
Nah, Dowdysaur is preferred, but yeah, Chaos Dwarfs is fine.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm a convoy leader. I'm used to it.
So if I wanted to say that to one of the people that you work for, they would probably shoot me.
More than likely, you'd get a little bit of flack from anyone who isn't constantly on the road dealing with other races. Trust me, nothing anyone here has said to me is worse than the drunken ramblings of an ogre.
I mean, is there really anything worse?
I mean, the things that Deep will try to say to you.
Like, it really is up there, isn't it?
In my opinion, drunken dwarf, drunken ogre, and then
drunken elf.
One of them. You know what? I've actually never had a bad moment with a drunken elf. Mainly because I don't think I've ever met a drunken elf. No, I've had a
violent.
Yeah, well, at that point, that's just entertaining watch. I know better than to get drunk with a drow. But no, I think drunken dwarves, drunken ogres, and then sober priests, I think are the third worst.
No. Listen. What you want to know what's worse than a sober priest? A preachy priest.
You've just said the same word twice. That's redundant. Priests are preachy. You know how many times I've bulldozed. No, you know how many times I've bulldozed over a village with a convoy, and I just hear from the fucking peanut gallery of peasants covered in shit. May the lords bless this land and drive off the foul, stunty demons.
That's never helped, has it?
Especially when I tell the Castellan I got paid to work with me to take a good long to reach out at 500 meters and plant a lead seed in that man's head.
Usually does the trick.
Yeah. Alright, well, it was a pleasure to meet all of you. I will go and find somewhere to rest. Right.
Dowie,
whatever it is. Now that I'm on break.
So, there's three kinds. Dowie, Zar, and then Duragar.
Kaldai, Celebron, you can just call me Kaldai or Cal or something, I don't know.
I misread that right the first time though. Yes, Dowies are. I'll note that down.
Alright.
We're not Duragar. We're not a slave race that stuck. Yeah, they're the ones that are stuck in the Underdark with the drow like him. Slave race or something that got shackled by mind flayers or some shit. Yeah, real unfortunate. Yeah, it's real unfortunate what that'll do to a group of people, but hey, they're good business partners. My kind and theirs see eye to eye on a lot of things. I cannot at all abide their religious views. They completely forsake Hashur, and they worship some old Deep Dura, I think, the old dwarven god of labor. Ugh. No, any self-respecting Dawi should be worshipping Hashur, the demonic lord of fire and bovine.
Billy, this is where I take my leave because my entire race has been genocide by demons. So I'm going to go this way.
See what I mean? Everywhere you go, there's always someone.
I mean, you can't really blame her. And again, you look like a lovely person, but literally orcs.
How dare you insult me like that?
Excuse me, you look like an ugly person.
I would prefer.
Diabolical.
Thank you. That's a good compliment. Diabolical, ruthless. Thank you.
But like literally, my entire race has been like nearly completely genocided by orcs on a whim.
You will love this news then. Half of my workforce is enslaved orcs.
I think we just became best friends, actually. Hold on.
Congratulations.
Nothing. I actually earned my vacation by killing off about 200 of my orcish workforce and letting the ogres feed on their bodies. I cut so much cost out of my caravan trip that I met a Tsar Nagrund quota for once. First time in 20 years for my convoy. I get 3 months of vacation. Of course, I still gotta do convoy rides out, like I said, to Tel Zarath, that new surface drow encampment, settlement, to an ogre camp, and then to, I've already forgotten. The Chaos Gate to the east. Yeah. Some Legion wants, a large shipment of weapons, and it's my job to get them there.
Oh, good luck with the water effect, or whatever you want to call it.
For me, it's business. I'm not fighting in it. I'm just moving boxes of weapons around.
Welcome. Anime. You did it. Hello, Darcy. Thank you for following. Welcome to the grand performance.
Boss in the coming months, maybe.
Enjoy your stay in chat.
One of my convoys. We'll see. Normally, I don't hire out, but seems like a decent enough mercenary. Doesn't ask too many questions. Doesn't care about ethics. Best thing I could ask.
I'm doing good, thank you.
No, from what I've heard.
How about you?
He just likes coin. So.
And honestly, what more is there to care about? Power, money, and seeing the world. Yeah, and fame's nice, but I think.
Seeing the world burn.
Good to see you. Good to see you're doing good. What brings you to this side of Twitch? Out of all the places you could have gone, you somehow stumbled upon me.
Our weapons are made from killed and enslaved firemen elementals.
And the role play's going good.
I think he just
I thought they said they burned everything around, like it was a bad thing.
No, she's a shaman. They help spirits.
I
think you can forget about what she said earlier about you two being best friends.
You can't win them all.
It's dependent. Sometimes 4 hours, sometimes less. Roleplay, it's around 4 hours now. 4 hours per roleplay day.
She has her morals. She's going to stick by them. Like you do.
Morals? Pretty sure I can get...
I mean,
I'm pretty sure I can lose my discount.
The code that you live by.
No code there, just unless you made the tax code. No, and even then I've been bribing the tax man for the last 5 years to avoid it.
Been streaming for around half a year. A lot of questions, Darcy. Must be a curious person.
I'm not really a citizen of any sort, so it doesn't really matter.
There's always someone charging you more to cover taxes somewhere. But, But yeah, no, the Dowies are, we worship our god faithfully, gives us, our Daimonic Lord gives us all the powers and blessings we need, gifts us with gifts his chosen with to become bull centaurs, and all he asks in return is sacrifices and fire. Really easy to appease. That's a god you can get behind, one that doesn't ask for too much.
Is it any fire? Will a bonfire do?
I mean, yeah, it's proportional. But yeah, big towering plumes of smoke are his favorite. So like, normally we just have large workshops set up where we have our smelters running the air.
Hello, Emma. Welcome in.
Honestly, if it weren't for all of the green in this place, it'd be a decent place to visit more often. Honestly, any place a Dowies are should visit shouldn't have a tree within a 5-mile radius of them. And
yes, Darcy, I play VRChat mostly. I'm a VRChat role player. I play make-believe.
And tar flowing out of the cracks. That's how it should be.
Why do you ask?
I don't think I could.
Darcy? These are a bit too many personal questions now.
Necessarily call it palate.
Wouldn't you like to just sit by and watch the performance?
You know, can't really handle that sort of shit. Like.
Oh, yeah, you're like one of them beast men. Kind of.
Sort of.
In that respect. In that respect of like the whole nose is sensitive thing.
It's an electric sprite.
There's way too many elementals floating around here free outside of their fucking construct shells. Don't you guys have like a single one to contain them?
I'm gonna go for a walk.
No. Unfortunately. How much do you know about Aether?
I just know what I've heard about the place through the grapevine. Heard a little bit about it through the Dwergarv grapevine. Oh god, I really shouldn't say that, but you won't tell a Dwergar about that, will you?
No, I won't.
Perfect. I've heard this place is kind of so-so here. Apparently you guys are very anti-enslavement, which is honestly, it's not a deal breaker. We've been able to make deals with people who are anti-enslavement before. Though I'm not here to make a deal. God, not with a place that considers goblins people. But I heard there was some big war you guys helped in a few months ago.
There's been quite a few events.
Again, that's so loud.
Oh, it seems you might have other talkers. I've gotten the big sister. Oh dear.
I'm sorry. Was there something that you said to my little sister to make her cry?
I was just, nothing about her specifically. No, why? We were just talking about, enslaving orcs, enslaving goblins, my work life,
his religion,
fire elementals, my religion, things like that.
Ah, it's the religion, I see.
Is that a cultural thing or just a thing you do?
Me personally? I'm not the one who enslaves fire elementals. No, we have a whole other division of labor for that, in the Hellforges.
Sister.
No, I'm just a convoy leader. Most I do is, crack the whip at some orcs who are out of line. I'd kill anyone who gets too close to the convoy.
Obviously.
He enslaves orcs. I thought that was fully demonic in nature anyway, but it's the fire elemental.
Why is there a cockroach with a halberd?
Right, going past that.
Why is he holding it backwards? There we go, now he's holding it right. Now he's holding it right.
So the main reason why elementals aren't kept in the ways you explain is there's a certain, in a sense, entity that keeps everything neutral.
If you don't keep them under control, they'll just run around burning everything.
At least here, we have the more. You probably think there is no such thing, but there are tame ones here.
Oh, that's right. We were also talking about burning things, yeah.
Okay.
Ceremonial pyres.
Burning things I love to do. I mean, I don't love to burn things, yes, sister. But it was the whole fire elemental.
I mean, I'm not the one who makes Kadai Ravagers or Kadai Destroyers. Hell, I can't even afford the fucking things.
A what?
Oh, a Kadai Ravager is like, it's like 5 fire elementals that are bound to a set of armor. And you just point them at an enemy, and they destroy anything. They got this huge honkin' axe. And then the Kadai Destroyer, oh, my Hashur, you should see what Astrogoth has made. It's the size of a building.
Oh. Are we talking Titan size or Goliath size?
It shoulders the second roof there.
Oh, Goliath size then.
Yeah, no, they're quite large. They're the perfect addition to any army that needs to. It's the perfect unit to wipe out infantry that's in the way. But like, oh, by a sure the cost of the things to rent one for a week is 2,500 gold.
Oh my.
That's just to rent it. The upkeep.
Yeah, I assume the maintenance is hell.
I'll be able to afford it.
Metaphorically.
You can find a colorful cockroach.
Yeah, no, honestly, there's not too much in the way of development with the Kadai, really. I think Astrogoth is focusing more on his artillery pieces these days.
I just go back to that kind of.
I've always read so much about many races, special little things they make, but I never had the chance to actually see them myself.
Oh, I'll be honest, I've seen Kadai Ravagers in the act, and it's amazing how you can take an uncontrollable force of nature, and just, with a couple of magical elements of armor, and a Hellforge, and a sorcerer who really knows what he's doing, how you can turn that living wildfire into the perfect infantry killer. Again, too expensive for my blood, but I only got a budget of 800 gold for each convoy trip, and those things are about 400 each.
I'd be honest with you, this is really tempting me because someone I work with is dealing with something involving a greater fire elemental. Mainly ones that usually are seen in deep mountains. Finding an easier way to bind it would be a lot
if you're
easier
still
to do.
working with... If are still working with Duragar. Most Duragar have their own version of Hellforges. They can manage something similar.
We have a Dark Forge. Is that what you're meaning?
No, the Dark Forge is something else. That's Duragar only. Duragar have the fucking dark magic. No, the lures of magic that Asher grants us are the magics of fire, chaos, or iron. Or metal, I should say. We just call it iron because, well, has a better ring to it, really. But yeah, no, metal magics, fire magics, chaos magics. I think Duragar only really have mind magics, dark magics, and well, we both have chaos magic, which is why we both can use the Hellforge. Theirs uses, I think theirs uses demonic blood. Ours uses fire elemental.
I see.
I'm no Duragar, so I don't know. I just know that whenever I buy things from Duragar smiths, the things are twice as heavy as they should be, which is perfect for giving them to the ogres and the orcs. But personally, myself, I prefer a nice hellfire blade.
The reason I asked this question is...
Like the one he's using.
Ah, yes.
It's wonderful. Of course, I don't think that's quite hellfire. It doesn't feel right. But, yeah, no, the blades that you can imbue with elemental magic, wonderful. Sadly, still allergic to them.
So you'll either find this hilarious or off-putting. Apparently he has a primordial seed in him. AKA he's one of the noble types in the elemental plane of fire.
You know, I would have to give it a shit and view them as people to know what that is.
Obviously. Basically he's a spark of something old. I have to keep up a standard relationship line here.
Let me explain. When I look at that thing, all I see is the cost profit analysis of how many weapons I could sell using his core. I think the most profitable would be to bring him back to Zarnrun, have him get put through the workshop and turned into a Dreadquake mortar. But if he's old, maybe he could be sold off to Astragoth to make a Kadai Destroyer.
Is there any change if he was bonded to another elemental?
Not that I know of.
Because he is,
It's pretty standard to break all deals and basically torture them until they give up all and break all previous pacts, and then turn them into weapons.
Yes. It's a simple curiosity.
I know somebody I know a guy who does it. I've seen him work. It's I have seen a core be split almost entirely in two, and then just kept barely together for weeks.
I see.
Like, he actually spends time and magic keeping it together so it doesn't break, so it leaves them on death's door, essentially, for whatever the equivalent for them is. Yeah, no, it's impressive. The kind of, the work he can do. I've seen him break even the most unruly of fire elemental.
Even though I probably wouldn't be able to even talk to any people capable of this, if I gave you a description of what I've been dealing with, would you be able to give me maybe a quote?
I'll tell you what I told that Garen person, Garrick. I'm only a convoy leader. I do have connections, but anything that's sold to me is at a discount. And normally when I sell things in my caravan or my convoy to other races, there's a markup. And I'm not I'm an armament peddler. My convoy works strictly in weapons and armaments, not soldiers, not living units, goods like orc laborers. I'm not a labor peddler. I'm not a elemental peddler. I don't sell artillery. I know people who do, and based on their quotes, I could say reasonably that what I mentioned, the price of a Kadai destroyer being 2,500 for myself, imagine a markup of anywhere between double per week to 3 times per week. So you'd be, at worst, you'd be looking at 7,500 per week.
Right. If possible, and if you'd be okay with it. I don't know how longer you'll be staying around these areas for the following days, but I have somebody who might be interested in talking with you. I work for them.
Maybe. I'm not exactly, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not exactly looking to make new deals around this place.
If not, then maybe...
So that's just to rent. To own one. God, to own one, you'd be paying 10 times as much as that, maybe 75,000 platinum.
Ugh. That's a whole king's ransom.
To have something like something straight out of Astrogoth's workshop. Astrogoth is one of the leaders of the Conclave. His personal workshop is where these are made. You'd be looking at something around the same price as an etheric vessel.
Ooh. Right.
Built from scratch. That is roughly the size of a Kadai destroyer. Like the hull. Flip it on its side and you've got the back of one. Like that's the spine that is built on. That's the torso. You flip it over and make it entirely out of enchanted metals.
That explains the cost of it. Well, if I can't find you, are you able to give the runic combination if you have a nexus where people that can deal with this?
Zar Negron has a nexus. However, any outsiders who really go to Zar Negron quickly end up in chains. It's it's not a place I would recommend outsiders visit. Not really. There are a few trading hubs we go to, but depending on your relations with the various races we trade with, it could be very risky to go there. Like I would genuinely never recommend any person outside of a convoy leader actively go and talk to an ogre in an ogre camp. They're more likely to eat you than to speak with you or deal with you. Your best bet is probably... there's not really many good options that won't just try to kill you or catch you if you're not one of them.
I guess we just have to follow the easy option.
But we trade with Drow and Durgar in the Underdark. We trade with ogres. Sometimes we trade with orcs. They'll sell us runts as laborers. We trade with... it's not often, but we've made a deal or two with Skaven here and there. They mostly prefer their own weapons, though. Demonic legions, if you're not like that group and very anti-infernal. But if you're okay with demons, you might be able to... If you have any ties and legions, you might be able to get an in with some Toys R products. Since aside from fire elementals, demons are some of the other things we enslave and trap into weapons when we can't get our hands on elementals. Hellfire isn't as good as elemental fire, but it serves its purpose, and I'm not allergic to it.
Added bonuses, I suppose.
One small advantage of having a chaos thing. I'm not allergic to chaos. Allergic to everything else, though.
Well, I'll keep this in mind, because this could be very useful for what my people need done, because we had to do something very rudimentary and fast, and it costs us a lot to even hold on to it now. So finding a more permanent solution would be good.
Hold on to it. I think your best bet. Don't quote me on this. I'm not the guy who makes these.
Of course.
I think it's called a Kadai stabilizer. It's either a stabilizer or a Kadai control rod, something like that.
Yes.
Basically, it's a small thing that once you enslave to the elemental, it basically has to do what you say.
Alright.
Of course, it does not stop them from rampaging if their core gets damaged. You need a full-on, you need a very elaborate setup of Kadai armaments for that, and again, that's why they're expensive.
The good part on this is it came with armor when we found it. It was in an old deep
Maybe
keep.
it might be a no. Huh, maybe. But yeah, no, I would look into, you can get, I would see if you cannot get a Hellforge, or Hellsmith over to your people, either Dragon or Dowizar. Hellsmiths are the ones who make those. If you can find a Hellsmith, he can appraise it for you and tell you what pieces you're missing to kind of keep it under control.
Very well.
Of course, any piece of Kadai equipment or Hellforged equipment is going to be an arm and a leg.
Though I assume the rod is simply a one-time payment, less upkeep. Smaller.
Yeah, if you want them to fully, if you want them to fully outfit it with full Kadai armaments for stabilizing it, it's going to be you're probably going to be spending a lot more than you're going to get out of a single unit. They're most cost effective when made in batches of 4, I believe, is the standard for a Dowizar convoy manager like myself to get, is about 4 Kadai Ravagers in a troop. And even then, the troop of Ravagers will still rampage. I swear, I can't tell where that gunshot is coming from, and I'm still expecting a lead bullet to land in my head. Like just some idiot shooting up. But, I would look into that. I don't think any of my colleagues are coming around these trade routes that'll take them along you'd have to catch them in the main hub, and even then, they're on business. And if there's one thing you should never do, it's never between Dowizar and his coin.
Time is money.
If he's on a job, time is money, exactly. I'm only stopping to chat because I've got no deadlines for the next month.
Congratulations again on that, by the way.
I couldn't have done it without the peasant, without the peasant village, the dwarven outpost, and the orc rebellion I ran through on the way to my final destination. It really helped me clear out those orcs, and without those dead orcs, I would never have been able to cut the cost of the ogre's feeding budget. You want to know how much it costs to feed an ogre for a week?
Let me take a guess.
80 gold a head.
I was thinking maybe 12.
Yeah. No, it's
80?
expensive.
80 gold?
A head. 80 gold a head. 80 gold. For reference, I only have 2 ogres on my convoy. That's 160 gold right there. Every week. You know what those 2 ogres do? They sit on their ass for the whole convoy until they have to pick up their cannons.
They're mount pieces, I understand now.
They stay to the convoy, and the moment anything shows up, I give the order, they pick up their cannons, and then they shoot it. And whatever I say. It's effective, it's simple, but 160 gold a week. I wish there were a better alternative. If only Astrogath would make, if only there were a way to reduce the cost of, those flame breathers. That would be genuinely a send. But yeah, no, the orc laborers didn't cost me anything besides the initial cost. And I mainly just some goblins, which are easy enough to get for, like 12 gold and to own. So for a regiment of orcs, I can spend 12 gold a week maintaining them. But still 12 more gold for 4 full regiments, that's 36 gold a week, and in basically a single caravan ride, I knocked out over 210 gold off my upkeep. Yeah, finally pushed me over the edge of that quota. Absolutely. I made it by with just a few gold to spare. I think it was 13 gold left over, but I managed it. And that pushed me over the quota, finally, and now I get a month off, 3 months off, with an extra month of no quota once I go back.
So you get a grace period to pick up where you left off.
I think I'm back. There we go.
I'm back.
That was all.
The allergies got you for a second there.
Yeah. That's choke fever for you. You get too much elemental magics around me and I just freeze up something awful. Coughing fits. Yeah, no. But yeah, no, it's a bit of a grace period, allows me to, well, mainly because I'm going to have 3 months of caravan profits to process, so it takes time before they can reassign me.
I have some curiosity, questions.
Go ahead.
Are the cannons 50 kilogram or 100 kilogram cannons?
I'm not an artillery man. All I know is you need an ogre to load them.
Maybe 200 kilogram cannons then. Right. And my second question.
Oh wait, are you talking about the gunneries that the ogres themselves use? Those are 50.
Okay, 50 kilogram cannons.
Kilogram. Yeah, they're pretty hefty, but they're not the biggest thing. I thought you were talking about the mortar.
No, not the mortars.
I was asking about.
I came in late to that conversation. I didn't have that context. I was just curious because we work with artillery pieces ourselves, mainly on skyships, though.
I think. Are you that part of that? You said Dominion group? Well, I think Garrick mentioned it was gunpowder heavy too.
Yes. I've been reassigned to more separate factions. I was assigned differently, so it's technically not Dominion at the current moment, but a side faction that's been given independence. There's no name for it. There's too many to call it. We don't have a specific name, so it's just defaulted to as A Inquisition.
A Inquisition?
There's quite a few here that don't have names.
Interaction with. I have never had a good interaction with an Inquisitor. I'm sorry. I just gotta say.
You're not the first.
Pearl clutchers. Too many pearl clutchers who take one look at the horns and go, needs to be purged. I'm just out here trying to make a brutally honest living by this blood, sweat, and tears of those I crush beneath my boot. Is that really such a awful thing to be villainized for?
It would be wrong to villainize you for your religion. But also, you get profits aside, though. Our Inquisition is different. We aren't the holier-than-thou sort of Inquisition you'd see in many manuscripts. We were built to...
what does that make you, then?
You said you heard about the wars that have happened in the past of Aether. The incursions.
Yeah, something of the sort, yeah. So what, you're extra-dimensional?
We are more of the monster hunters, the exotic ones. We deal with things like Daedra, remnants of the Umbral. Things normal armies aren't capable of handling. We are the specials.
Specialized
hunters.
A bit of a cleanup crew, I guess you could say.
Yes.
Alright.
Which is why I also asked about the control rods. Because we happen to capture one.
I don't know if a control rod will work on something that's not an elemental.
Right, mixed words. We had captured a greater fire elemental that I classify as exotic. Not an Umbral or a Daedra.
Okay, then greater fire elemental. Might not be enough. You might need a stabilizer.
I don't know if it's the right term. My body's failing me, so I might just stand.
Yeah, you're gonna want that Hellsmith to take a look at it for you.
Body, please. Maybe I'll just sit back down.
Maybe. Let me think. If you have any ties with Drow or with demonic legions, you might find your best bet for getting a Hellforgeman there. If you're still working with Duragar, ask around, see if they have a Hellforge set up. If they don't, you're gonna be a little hard-pressed getting one set up. It's not a cheap endeavor. It's possible. You could get your trade partner set up, and then you'd have some leverage to have some things made pro bono. If they're that sort of fair value trader, they very well might not be. Duragar are a little more backstabby than Dowies are, which, teach their own. I just prefer setting the terms up front and sticking by them till it's over. If you don't know what you have, it's going to be really hard to know what to do with it.
I have a vague inclination of its name, though I'm not sure if it's a specific subrace or... I believe it's classified as a Balrog.
Balrogs? Balrogs are a chaotic fire elemental. They're classed as a demonic entity, I think. You're going to want to see if they've got... You're definitely not going to be able to make a die out of it. But if you want to try to control it, I would look into getting a Hellforge over there to wherever you are, to see what kind of, or at least some sort of infernal sorcerer, see what kind of things you can finagle. Magic and engineering are outside of my expertise, beyond simple armaments and weapon work. And I only know enough to sell things.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What do you have as sorcerer?
Personal opinion. talk to your dear guard if you still have them. If not, I would try to send a letter through some infernal channels. Try to get some like sending messages through some infernal magics. Using infernal magic is a really good, really like it really is a good foot to put forward with Dawizar. We work a lot with chaotic beings, chaos elementals, demons. Infernals in general are some of our biggest customers. So you might win some points with whatever dealer you get with if you start talking to them in their preferred language of business.
Yes, the sorcerer we had.
Lord, if you had a demon prince of any kind to contact, he would be able to get you like that.
The reason I like to think of
I don't know a single
possibility.
legion that doesn't buy from Duergar or Dawizar.
You do take up a majority of the market.
Well, we're the only ones that want to sell to them.
Which is why you're the best buyers and sellers.
Exactly. Everyone else wants to banish them back to the chaotic planes with
Cute Eevee, oh my! You're raiding me? Thank you! Welcome, raiders! Welcome. Just bad business, I guess.
The demons I work with tell me. Yeah, no.
Lost opportunities.
Outposts in the material plane. Yeah, exactly. If they don't have those outposts, they can't afford nothing. They can't buy nothing. Can't produce nothing. Those chaos gates are like they're one singular intellect stability. Every infernal I've worked with has been. Honestly, they've been head over heels with the material plane. I swear, I met one who had, on my convoy, who had been brought over just then. Of course, he did try to cave one of my immense skull in, but after he got over the whole, realizing he wasn't immediately in the battlefield, it's a very common thing where they think they're immediately supposed to be fighting until their general tells them otherwise. But they, I swear, they spent an hour watching a bonfire. They could not believe that the fire would not just spontaneously go out.
Huh.
Apparently there is nothing's consistent in the infernal plane from what they say. Changing, nothing's ever staying the same, you can't even have a moment of respite. Everything's always shifting in and out of flux.
Would you like to know something
The only
interesting?
ones that can... Sure, hit me with it.
I don't know how much the closure of the Northern Chaos Gate set you back, but I happen to know a few people that were the cause of it. If you wanted to do anything with it.
Heading north, I might pass word to some of my associates, but honestly, business is business. If our clients get their shit ruined, we just have surplus, and we can sell surplus at a higher markup.
All I'm saying is a word spread ahead of time, more favors owed, maybe more cheaper the price, maybe more the price you can skinge.
Maybe. I'm not sure if any of them would be buying from us if they moved against the Chaos Gate, but...
I mean, so more informing the Chaos Gate.
Word to some of my fellow... Oh, well. I don't think the Chaos Gate I manage is large enough to worry, but if there are bad actors about, I won't say no to having a parchment I can hand off to my colleagues.
Yes, they are mainly known as the Stoneblood clan. Storg Stoneblood. They managed to take down the ones in the north.
Stonebloods used to be great business. Used to buy big business from certain legions we worked with.
Apparently, recently they had problems.
Don't tell me. New management?
Yes, Stone, Torg, the new one, took up management, retook his capital in the north. Apparently had issues with the demons.
I remember leading that. Well, that's how it is working with demons. They're good to their word until they aren't. You see it with... I see it sometimes, too. They try to go back on their words. You have to kill a couple demons, banish them back to the infernal plane, teach them a lesson. They're a lot more amenable the second time around. Once you beat them once, kind of let them know that you're not going to put up with their nonsense, they're a lot more straightforward in business. Of course, they also get really pissed and try to connive for the rest of their unnatural born lives to get you back, but what's a little back and forth in business?
I believe the casualty cost for at least 6 bloodletters. At least 6. So whatever Torg did, that pissed them off.
That sets them back quite a bit. That's, God, to hire a bloodletter, that is about, or at least what they'll ask for, once they start getting a grasp of currency in the material plane. They ask for around 800 to 1600 gold, depending on how much you butter them up. That's a hefty loss. I can't believe you'd throw away 6 bloodletters like that.
Like I said, they closed the Chaos Gate, so I guess it's bad management of resources on the Chaos Gate's part.
On the Chaos Gates, on the Stonebloods clan, they must have been really getting a raw deal to give up 6 bloodletters, though.
More so the Stoneblood clan killed 6 of the Chaos Gates bloodletters that were sent at them.
I see. I thought you were saying they had 6 and they lost them once they closed the gate.
No.
I see. Yeah, no, that'll set back any infernal incursion at least a couple months. Takes at least 3 months for most lesser demons to recoalesce in the infernal plane. Couldn't imagine how long it takes for 6 bloodletters to recover.
This was about maybe 1 to 2 months ago, I believe.
Oh, well, they're certainly not ready to come back yet. Not with those bloodletters, at least. They'd have to bring in new ones. And of course, more resources, more magic, more expenditure on their part. Eventually, they're either going to hit a wall of expenditure, where they can't field any more magic. They can't afford the magic of stabilizing that crap, or however it is they I don't know all the details of getting demons in and out of the infernal plane, but I imagine there's a resource there. Otherwise, they'd be constantly coming out.
On a side note,
eventually they're gonna hit that wall. Yeah.
This has been a pleasant conversation. I'd like to extend a sidearm, if you would. I work at this information hub. If you need any more, maybe new ideas for trade routes or something similar, I'm happy to give some hands. Not mine, though.
If you've got a record of the updated Nexus codes for
that I could actually do.
Of which, yeah, because I've got to get to Talzarath by the end of the month if I want to finish all my deliveries by the time my vacation's over.
Let's see here.
I'm basically thinking 1 delivery a month. I've got to get to that Drow stronghold. Used to be an elven monastery, sanctuary, whatever. Some religious place the Drow burned to the ground.
And it's, say again, Talzarath? You have that in spelling?
Yeah, Talzarath. Yeah, hold on. Esha, Valis, Inthril. God, my memory of elven characters is very rough. I think that's with 2 Zenrums? I think 2 Zenrums.
2 Zenrums, alright, then that would be lower down.
Yeah. After that, I have to go to Forge Peak to meet up with an orc, a war camp, who's waiting for a delivery. And then finally, I have to go out west to I think it's called it's some old dwarven hold they overtook.
Does this look correct on your maps?
It starts with an M. Where is it? There it is. Mazinkar. I gotta get to Mazinkar by in the end of 3 months. So you see, the route I was taking here was gonna be this connection to this junction, hopping up here for a reduced fare, and then meeting up here. If there's anything faster than 4 stops, I'd appreciate it.
I think there's a ruin around here that could give you one shortcut. It's quite abandoned though, so you'd have to work around it, but it's one less stop. Little bit of overgrown vines, you may have to cut a path with foliage.
Oh, nothing burning it down won't solve. And if push comes to shove, I can have the bull centaurs and the orc laborers just cave everything in and dig out the nexus. Is it active? Do I need to invest in any reactivation?
You need I think 1 major mana crystal. It needs a jump start, but nothing too serious as a full restart.
That's cheaper than the reduced fare for the long distance portal, yeah. Yeah, there's I swear, people are starting to set up toll gates around their nexuses.
You hate to see it in this economy. There we go.
Really cutting into the profit margin.
This should be the runic codes in order.
Perfect. I'll have those translated to Infernal for me and my men.
Of course.
But yeah, that's a lot of help actually. Do I owe you anything for the service?
Would you work in a favor that can be called on later?
That's a small favor. Equivalent gold value, we'd call it a 30 gold favor.
Okay, well. I'll take a 30 gold favor.
Right. Yep. For reference, that's like the equivalent armaments of like a single regiment.
My employer might be happy about that. Always use some more material.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I assume it's nothing too different than what you used to get from the Duragar. Probably lighter, but, you can only really, it does burn. It is on fire. Hellfire blades are, somewhat, you gotta learn to use them.
By chance, do you have enhanced explosives? We have a demolitions expert.
Say again?
Enhanced explosives.
Demolitions expert might... that could help. I might be able to get you some fire glaives. Those are fire elemental imbued blunderbusses and rifles.
That would make him happy.
It's not full equivalency, so I'll ask for 5 gold in return.
Alright. Would you like me to pay that now?
Sure. I can arrange in a few months' time for 2 crates of those to be delivered to I assume Aether.
Yes, preferably to this building.
Where is this being delivered to?
To this building.
To this building. All right.
It can be taken by the Nexus once it's been delivered here.
Honestly, I could probably just do that myself. Just requisition pay for. Yeah. I could probably just requisition that and get it for you.
I would have suggested to do it to our actual forward operation base. However, it is just on an etheric vessel. It is constantly moving. There's no knowing where it docks next.
Yeah, no, I've worked with Horde armies before. It's not easy keeping up with beastmen when they want to buy something. Well, that's if they ever buy something. Normally they just invite you over to try and sell shit. They never buy anything.
We happen to have the unique property of learning first and then exploiting. It's very useful.
That's true.
Here's something we've learned as a little secret.
An upper hand in negotiations.
Our explosive expert, through R&D, was able to reverse engineer Dwargor and nitroglycerin. Took half a year to do.
No, that's nothing too special.
For us, we had nothing to work on.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. True. Half a year for something like that's not great, but hey, get you something you didn't have before, I guess. Nitroglycerin's not the toughest thing to make, though. Not something we really use, though. Doesn't really. It's a little too unstable to keep on caravan trains. Yeah, it's too volatile, and it's honestly, it is simpler to just stick with what we know. Much more cost effective. We already have the infrastructure to support it.
He plays... Safe is not his middle name by any means. He uses decay magic.
Is any demolitions expert's name safe?
No.
Sorry.
Pardon. But the reason why it's more so broken for him is he uses decay magic as he plants it to destabilize it more. More sporadic of an explosion.
Yeah, that's a dangerous gambit. I don't think many people would have had crystals to their explosives, or at least not many Dowdies are. We stick with our we stick with the elementals. The elementals are more consistent.
Oh dear, it seems I've lost my vision.
In that case, I'll leave you to your day to recover.
Yes, this might be the end of me.
Well, I've got all the details
I'm
I
back.
need to get you your shipment. Oh, welcome back.
Yes, I suppose this is the end of the conversation. It's been a pleasure. If you can remind me your name one more time while my body starts to reactivate.
Drazethal.
Drazethal. A pleasure, Drazethal.
Well, I'll see you around, pleasure doing business.
Of course.
May the blazing bull be with you.
May it be with you as well.
Yeah, but they're also.
And also that they're a fucking paladin.
things I saw.
I asked him when it was gonna happen. He basically said, "I'm assuming soon because you know they're just doing up a few things."
Well, chat,
On the Discord, so he's invited me now.
we had some progress with certain things that I didn't expect we'd do today. Encountered someone that seems like they know what they're doing. So, maybe things might start moving in the right direction. Something can be done about that Balrog. Someone's gonna be talking to someone. However, I must send you away for now, as it is hot, and I don't want to wreck my stuff with oversweating it. So, be polite, be kind, have a good time zone, and give a warm welcome as we walk into Mr. Brunswick's stream. Mr. Milord, sir. Until the end, see you next time.